Welcome
To
to
the
the
Legion's Lair. I am Brad Jones, broder of Bjorngar.
and I am Mike Casper, Emir Caspar, coming at you inside the lair. Now tonight, Brad, we had a cancellation. Stephanie Orkin, who was supposed to be on, contacted me. She is very ill tonight, so we're going to have to reschedule Stephanie and our Glios questions. Uh, but that opens up room then tonight for what, Brad?
Well, that means if you are bored and you're not doing anything and you want to come on the Legion's Lair, then step right up and I'll send you a link.
Now,
That's what it is.
Dave's in the comments. He says she's
Oh,
resting right now. So please get well soon, Stephanie.
I felt bad. I didn't do a post today because I think me and Mike actually kind of forgot we were doing a show.
I did.
And it was the only excuse I have is that I think we realized that we've been on some other people's shows. So basically we did a show. We were on Mr. Allen's show on Saturday, and I don't know why we were thinking, and we were on shooting the shelf.
Oh,
So I actually
gonna
basically
be on.
last week we had a show. So this week we were thinking that we didn't have a show, but we did have a show. So
So
right at the last
Sunday we're
minute.
on Latin Legion. So we've been on a ton of shows
Yes.
lately. I don't know how Curtis Ackerman can keep it straight, but I literally didn't realize we had a show tonight until Stephanie got a hold of me. And I'm like, oh God, we do have a show tonight. For some reason, the weeks got
Yeah.
past me because of all the other shows we've been on. Um,
Where is? Oh yeah. JD Gibson, let's go.
nice.
Dave, she's
Uh,
resting.
so, what we're going to do tonight, what
Another
Brett
one.
said, is whoever wants to come on, come on. We're just going to have a Legions chat episode where we talk about anything Legions and everybody just talks, almost like hearkening back to Cullen, Culp,
Cool.
and
Cool.
Friday night's Legions chat. So whoever wants on, hit us up in the chat and we will send you the link so you can come on. Uh, do we have any news, Brad?
I'm trying to go on my phone and show. I should make a post about this, but
You make a post, I'll talk about the new wave, maybe?
what you should never do is give your phone. Here's a Legion's Con thing. When you
Uh-oh.
go to Legion's Con, don't ever give anybody your phone, even if you're doing a live, because what happens is then I don't know if you can see that, but that's Big Dub taking and they just keep going. You know what I mean? So
God,
they're
thank God they're not X-rated.
no, but what was hilarious is I was doing a live and he goes, "Oh, let me see your phone," and he starts going with the live. And next thing I know, as he's walking around with my live, he's looking into my phone, going, and I'm like, "What the hell is he doing?" So that's right when I walked over, he's like literally taking pictures of himself doing that. Uh, and if you hold one down, it'll go through all of them, and he's just
Oh, ton.
he's just doing it. It's actually
Ton.
it's hilarious. Definitely good times. But yeah, so shit. Anybody that wants to come on? I mean, Dub want to come on? Ed's want to come? Hey, I mean, we're about to be on the Latin
Latin
Legion.
Legions.
I mean, Ed,
Yes.
I'll send you a link. Look, I'll send you a link. Don't make me send you a
We
link.
need people on. But let's while we get people on here, Let's talk about the news a little bit. We did uh, have a new wave, and I'm sure we'll talk about that during the chat. We had a new wave drop the second of this month, and that is going to be um, the horror of Isimon. Um, and pretty cool wave. We finally get our werewolf in it. We have some hot chick in it. We have two tribute figures to our boys over at Just Shelve It, uh, shooting the shelf. We have a Viking to go with Broder. We have a
Six.
Frost Orc, and we have a Polar Bear. So sweet, sweet wave. Brad, did you order already?
I did.
I did too. Did you
I
do
did.
an all in?
I did.
I did
Obviously,
too. Yeah.
I sent everybody a link. So just if you want to come in, come in. So, if not, no pressure. No pressure. We're just
Yeah.
hanging out talking. I mean, well, we're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna have a good time, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Look, I already went to Arby's where they have the meats
Dude, you went to Arby's?
or the meats.
Damn. Meat's
Um,
back on the table, boys.
I don't know if you've ever been to Arby's, and I don't know if all Arby's are like this, but they have this like little bell outside the door.
Okay.
And you can like ring the bell if like the service is good or something. I guess so. It's always fun to ring the bell. Like, feel like a little kid.
Nice. Uh, so a little bit more news. In
What?
5 weeks from now, the Lair will be having its 100th episode. So we are asking people to make videos and send them to Brad via Facebook Messenger. And we would love to see all the people who watch this show regularly do a video, send it in to us so we can put it on. Plus, I'm going to be asking even more people in the upcoming weeks to send Brad a video on 100 episodes of The Lair. And that will be the episode. Us talking about the videos, showing the videos, talking about uh, all 100 episodes, talking about the fun we have had with this hobby. Um,
Noted.
the the chat here, we have JD Gibson, Dave Orkin, Dub3, and we have Ed's Nice. Uh, we have Kevin McCoy. So yeah, that's what's gonna be coming up. Was there any other news, Brad? And
Oh, I'm sure I'm missing all kinds of stuff. I'm sure there's a
no.
con coming up. I'm sure something's coming up.
Oh, I know they have cons. I mean, there's cons every other week. I'm thinking something's telling me there's going to be a con in New England coming up pretty quick.
New England.
So I'm
Con.
not positive. If anybody knows, let us know. But we need to get this chat going. So people, hit us up so we can hit
Yeah.
you with the link. We need people in
Anybody
here.
needs to come in. JD, you want to come in? Come on, JD. It's your time, JD.
Ed's coming in. Ed, you have no choice. You're coming in, baby. Send Ed the link. He's coming on. Dave, you're coming on too. JD, you're coming on too. Dub Dub, you're coming on too. Let's get this party going. Curb, you're coming on too. Send them all the link. We need to
Kurt,
get this Legends
I'm
chat
not
going.
good. I wish I were having pretty joke.
Chris Durant's coming on. Boom. Everybody in here is coming on the show.
Chris! Curb says he can't make it.
Oh no.
I think Curb is working.
Oh
We don't want Curb to get in trouble.
no.
Um, Curb, don't get in trouble. Watch later. And dubbed a Great American Toy Show. Yes, Great American Toy Show. Good job, or good evening, everyone. Chris, come on, Chris. Chris, I'll send you a link right now. Come on, man. Come hang out with us.
100%.
I can multitask, great. I can
Oh,
multitask.
Curtis. You know Curtis is good for coming in. Curtis, he's sending you a link, buddy.
I'm seeing everybody.
Everybody
Is
in this,
Curtis in the chat now?
everybody in this feed's gonna
I
be
don't see
sending.
Curtis. Oh, because you got to scroll. Have to scroll down, Brad.
Oh, he can't
Can't
stay.
stay. It's
Day, huh?
it's Superman Day.
Ah, super. What does Superman Day mean?
I think did it come out today? How do they
Maybe
have
he's going to
movies
see
come
a
out on
movie.
Tuesday? How do you have a
I
movie? Don't
saw
movies?
Jurassic World today.
Is it today too? Jesus, what's going
No,
on?
I didn't know movies came out, debuted on
I thought it was
Tuesday.
like Thursday or Friday they came out.
Yeah, but maybe he's not saying it. Maybe it's just Superman Day.
Curtis, I think I should give you the link, and then you can yes, yeah, you can send us a little video
Early,
storm.
he has early access. Not only does he have a tribute figure now,
It's on
but he has
Prime.
access to
So you don't
Super.
even have to go to the movie theater. What is this sorcery?
Wow, so he's
And I
going to
guess
be watching it at home.
that's very nice. You know
I,
what? I did see the trailer for Superman. It does look intriguing. It does look intriguing. I did like the last with the Henry Cavill, whatever, Cavill. I liked him. Uh, oh, got you. Fancy. At the theater, but for
it's
Prime.
at the theater, but for Prime members. Oh no shit. Well, you go see that, man. Let us know how it is. I actually, you know, SDL Live, Saturday Day Live, we're talking about the Batman. I didn't even know that movie existed. I just went down to my library and got it today. So
Really?
tomorrow, after I do some work on the house, I'm gonna because I have
Oh yeah.
couple days off in a row here. I'm going to watch that tomorrow evening, The Batman. So should be interesting. Also, I have to uh, I have to eat a little crow,
What? What?
Brad.
What? What?
Yes, yes, yes.
Hold on. What? Hold on. What?
Stephen Busciotti. You know the pain in our ass, Stephen Busciotti.
You?
I don't think I've been giving him enough credit. You know, he looks like a
Huh?
beta man, girly man. Just looking at him, you see that. But developments have occurred. When this wave dropped, they had a My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast episode drop Sunday. And this man said the most alpha thing he could have ever said. Just when I thought he hit rock bottom, he redeemed himself.
No.
He's, emitting manliness now. He might just be an alpha. I'm just telling you, Brad. He just might. And what did he say? He said exactly what I said on one of the shows. I forget what shows we've been on. Too many shows lately. Once again, I have no idea how Curtis Ackerman does it. But Steve Busciotti said that with the new wave, the frying pans that come in the frying pans that come in the accessory set,
Yeah.
he's going to give them to his female figures. Because that's what they should be doing. They should be holding those frying up stuff, cooking that are defending the realm. That's what Steve said. Mad respect, buddy. Mad alpha respect. I don't know. I don't know, Brad. I think he just might be an alpha. I'm telling you, there might be an alpha under that beta exterior.
So what you're saying is, Dusty Standiford, you're going down, baby.
No. I'm still putting my support behind Dusty, but
Oh, okay.
we just
Well
got to
then,
be
F
careful
you, Steve.
because I
Kiss
think there's
my
some
ass.
alpha. There's some alpha under that beta. I really do. Listen, he wouldn't have said what he said if he didn't have some alpha in there. So I was wrong. I was wrong. We'll just see how much alpha he has. That's all. So we got Brendan Higgins.
Brendan, I will send you a link if you want to come on.
Send him.
Somebody.
Yep. Send them all.
Okay, so Ed's at work, so Ed can't come on. That's all right.
Ed can't come on.
I'm just sending links left and right. You know what I should have done?
What?
I wasn't even thinking.
You send one to Trevor. He'll come on.
I should send one to Trevor's 100th episode link.
What does that even mean?
He sent out a thing, and it has I don't even know how many people are in that chat. It's in Messenger. It would be, I guess. And I guess it was probably the episode was called what 100th. Okay, right here, 100th episode.
Okay.
Let's collect how many. Mike, you're in it.
Am I in it? I never got no link.
Well, that's why I kept saying. I go, why didn't Trevor ask me if me and Mike wanted to be on the 100th episode? And then I found this like the next day after the episode.
I never
and
got
I'm like,
it.
oh my God, Trevor sent me a link to the show and we could have been on and we weren't. Trevor.
Missed opportunities, buddy.
Chat members. Michael Casper right there. Joe Russo. Big Dub. Rob Zamora. Jeremy Gerard. Oh my God, Steve Buscotti's in this chat, Mike. I could send a link to all these people.
Send it all. Send it to them all. We want a big Legions chat here. But Dave can't make it on. Of course, he's taking care of Steph, and they have a big storm there. Brendan's finishing up dinner. And Curtis is watching Superman.
Okay,
what about Chris Durant and Dub Dub? Kevin. We never see Kevin on shows. Kevin needs to get on here.
Where did what happened to my messenger? What happened to? Oh, there it is.
Oh, JD. JD's never been on the show.
Did I send? I don't. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't know if I sent one to JD. Hold up.
We have to, man. JD's Ohio.
I love copy and paste. Copy and paste is nice. Just in case JD wants to kick it. There you go, my brother. There you go. Send. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to look up the Great American Toy thing. Yeah, I can put this in the. I can put a link in there. You know what I mean, Vern?
Yeah, do you have the next person who's going to be on in 2 weeks? Do you have that written down?
I do, actually.
Okay.
Banners. Well, in 2 weeks, we will have July 22nd, 7 o'clock, Season 4, Episode 15. Our guest will be Russ Coulter.
Who is?
You may see Russ or notice him standing next to a big, tall, ginormous man that goes by the nickname Motu Joe. Russ usually helps out at Motu Joe's tent or his booth area. Um, I believe the last couple years Motu Joe was in. If you went last year, it was in the Armory Experience Room, which is right outside the ballroom at Legion's Con. And he was there the year before. But Russ is a nice guy. He's a great gentleman. He's such a sweetheart. And I'm glad that he's going to grace us with his presence. We've already had Motu Joe, so we have to get Russ on, I would assume, right?
And then 2 weeks from then, we have the Toy Bro on. Then a week after that is the 100th episode that we were talking about.
Yes. August 5th will be Jared Ellswick, which goes by Toy Bro.
Yep, Toy Bro. Boy,
Yeah.
he was a long time coming. I just never got around to asking him, and finally at Legion's Con last year, I asked him, and he was.
Yeah, it's funny because we always seem to be standing in line next to one another. We'll have to talk about that.
Oh, nice.
I remember he was standing next to us in line at PowerCon, and I knew who he was, but like it was funny because I was afraid to talk to him because I didn't think he was like he probably don't want to talk to us, but he was very cool. So Jared's definitely a cool dude.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, until we get people dropping in, you said you drew a bunch of links out to people.
I did.
Let's talk about this new wave. Let's just go through figure to figure.
Look at me. I can do that. I can go back.
Let's do it. So this wave.
Oh my God. It's Chris motherfucking James.
Is he coming on?
He's right here. Chris, what are you doing?
What do you want to do? The show. My skelly brother. Chris, this is a Legion's chat tonight. So he's sending you a link and jump in the show. We're going to talk about the new wave and talk about anything mythic. The nice thing about this wave is the story behind it. And they revealed the figures in a way in which it told a story. Very cool lore. And of course, we visit an area of the continent of Mythos that we haven't been to. The Northlands way up north. So what figure should we just go by? Let's just pull up. Oh, you're going right to. Oh, you're going to buy some more, aren't you?
No, Mike, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't know which one do we got here, Mike? What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about. Well, let's go first. Let's talk about the Viking first. Shit,
yes.
Broder. I hear that's Broder's cousin. His younger cousin, because his pauldrons aren't perky enough yet.
His perky enough. I mean, think about it. I mean, let me scroll here. This very well could be Broder unhelmeted. I mean, like I even said that. Like I could, trimmed beard. Take the helmet off, slap that head on Broder. Goes right with it.
Bard of Frothvar. And what do you think? This is. Let's read Arnold. Let's read the bios too. Do we have bios there, or are we on the wrong site?
You know what? Is the bio here? You know what? I can go right to Source Horseman and just do it.
Yeah, let's leave it on Sourcey.
Let's see. Mythics 101.
This figure is pretty darn cool. The soft goods on this thing, next level. So hats off as always to see Jessen and crew.
Halvar. Frothvald.
And amazing what the figure. Obviously, it's $5 more for a standard figure now because of the obviously the tariff situation. They don't know what's going to be happening, but they come just packed out, man. You get so much. Even that second head just brings a lot of character to the figure.
Oh, let me
You got
close it.
Rob Zamora too.
Yeah, I just sent Rob a link if you want to come on, Rob.
Yeah, that is a befitting counterpart to Broder. The only thing that's wrong is I don't know if he has pauldrons on or not, but
Maybe he hasn't earned them yet because if
he has
Broder
not earned developed.
oh, that's a good word, developed.
Develop those titty pauldrons.
I can agree with this, Curtis. I could see you sitting back, seeing this figure, going, "Yes, number one," and then you get your own, and then it's like, "Sit back, Mister Vopper, Frother." Um, and Jesse as well. But yeah, that definitely a cool figure. I was very happy to see this figure. Very happy to see this figure. Definitely. But Michael, do you want me to read the bio?
Yes, pull up the page. We need to see the figs too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I thought I was sharing this? My bad. I literally thought you guys were seeing what I was seeing. But I guess not.
I thought Curtis was that Superman. He must
He
be
said,
starting.
here, I'll show you this. He says, Darla and I are watching in the theaters until the previews start. That
Gotcha.
is smart. I wish Curtis was like a sick hacker and somehow he could put us on the freaking, theater screen.
Oh, that
We'll be
would
like,
be
what the fuck is
awesome.
this shit?
Halvar of Frothvar.
They would be forced. They would be forced to watch us. Excuse me, sir. Halvar the Frothvar. Halvard is one of the fiercely loyal and brave warriors who followed Atlas the Conqueror from Bjorngar's great mead hall, Frothvar, to fight in the Second Great War of Mythos. Since the end of that war, Halvard has served as an envoy from the House of the Noble Bear to the Legions of Light. Stationed at the Castle of Four Sides, he is there when the report from Eisenmal arrives. He he volunteers to join the adventures that are set to that remote northern settlement to investigate reports of a nameless whore that has been terrorizing its residents. No stranger to the dangers of frozen north, Halvar the Frothvar is prepared to face whatever nightmares Halzamar has to offer.
Horror and nightmares. It sounds like a mother-in-law or an ex. Yeah.
Crown, crown
Uh,
that with your four winds, Daniel.
but yeah, look at that. So he has Broder written all over him. I bet you him and Broder are buds.
Crom, if you want to be on the show tonight, send me a what's up. I want to be on the show and through Messenger, and I'll send you a link. How about that? Let me know. I don't want to no pressure. Oh, hey,
Spooky.
the spook. Look, El Spooky.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is this?
here, look. Let's make there. Let's show that off. Ah, that's
Very
nice.
cool. So that's using the red armory knight armor with where's the cape from?
This is from my buddy Ronell,
Okay.
and he did a bunch of
Very
the
nice.
Sir Gerard soft goods.
Oh, very nice. And you have red soft goods down
Yes.
beneath.
Well, it's actually it's like a waist thing,
Okay.
like a
Nice.
skirt. But and then my buddy made this fox head sculpt, and my buddy painted it.
Very
And
cool.
Sir Gerard being a changeling, he changed into a fox right now.
Hell yeah.
Which I have a bunch of these unpainted fox head sculpts. A lot of these that I'm going to be sending out to
Wait,
people.
black cats. Oh, I
Very
got a message.
cool. There's a beast behind you.
Yeah, look, it's a beast.
It's a
Yeah,
beast.
So
black cats unite. Come here. Oh, here.
Yeah, the one on camera. She goes, "It's the Legion's lair." No way. If it was the
Here you
lounge,
go.
I'd jump right up on here. Uh, okay, we're on Halvard. Uh, what do we think of this cat, guys?
which one is that? The Viking?
Yep,
Oh,
the Viking.
sorry, my bad. Yeah, the Viking.
Yeah, man. Next to the fox, like I think this is my main want from this way. This guy looks so badass.
He does. Yeah, and I know they've been talking about, like, they talked it on Trevor's show last night. Like, but like even Bill was talking about how great customizing this one figure will be.
Yeah.
Not just for the boots, they say, but for everything else.
You know what? Nobody's asked that second head sculpt, that like thing that's hanging down the chain covering thing.
Here, I'll get to it here. Oh, right here.
Like I know that's like probably plastic, but like, did anybody ask if that could be removed? Like, what's under there? Like, just
Is that the
Yeah,
only
that's
two pictures we
interesting.
have? Or
Good question.
like I wonder if it's going to be one of those things like somebody's going to have to heat it up and it'll come off easily. I'm sure it will,
I'm
but
sure I'm
you
sure
know.
that's possible. But to know what's underneath there, yeah.
And the
Can
same
I
with the
let you
ponytail.
guys
Is it?
something here? I'm just gonna say it. You know, that head sculpt reminds me of some like Sultan's stripper chick
What? Oh.
who who's dancing around some dude with like palm leaves or something. Doesn't that remind you of that?
Like some belly dancer. Doo, doo, doo,
Yeah,
doo,
dude. Yeah.
doo. Black cats.
There's a place in France where
Yeah.
Yes, where the naked ladies dance.
yes,
Now, what's your cat's
Um,
name?
this is Draco.
Drago.
Now, I didn't want this cat, but I was bullied into getting it with Frankie and my wife bullied me to getting into this cat, and which I'm glad we did because we had another cat that died not too long after we got this cat, and I think my older cat would have been sad if we had not gotten this cat. But
Nice. Well, good.
he's a nice cat.
Awesome. Mark, what is going on, dude?
Hi, Brad. Hi, Mike. How are you guys doing?
We're
Hey,
Good,
good.
how's it
Spooky.
going?
What's up, dude?
Not much. It's nice to
We're
finally get to meet you guys in person. Ish.
Yeah. Well, like I
Yeah.
said, I saw you on Shooting the Shelf, so
Yes.
I sold you an item, and then I saw you. I was like, wow, I just sold him something, and then you were on Shooting the Shelf. Speaking of,
That movie still hasn't started for Curtis. You know what though? The previews
Previews are
are so
long.
long.
Yeah, they're an easy 22 minutes to a half hour. I've actually left my house here in Akron to go to this Cinemark down by you, Mike, Tinseltown. I've left my house when the movie's supposed to start. Drove all the way there, got in line, got my drink, and went and sat down, and the movie just had started. And I was like, yes! Man, that's great.
I was able to watch it late last night, a midnight showing with my friend who works for Sideshow. They got to do like a private screening.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
What's
So,
up?
how's the movie? Good.
It's very James Gunny, if that means anything.
It
Like
does to me.
very Guardians of the Galaxy ish.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah.
It almost looks like you were a little disappointed.
I'm very Henry Cavill. Like that's
Okay.
my Superman. Yeah.
Got
I mean, I went in it with like, just I wasn't gonna have like high hopes for it because I'm not that big of a James Gunn fan, but it's pretty well done. But it's more geared towards kids kind of deal. And I guess that's what they were going for, which isn't a bad thing. But, I prefer the more darker, gritty Superman.
Yeah. Yes, Kent Poole, this is live. Get your butt in here. Send Kent on too. Gentlemen, we are talking about the Viking from the new wave. Mark, what do you think?
I am super excited for this. As most people know, I'm new to Mythic. I just started collecting Mythics in March. So what I'm, and I know it's going to sound crazy and kind of dumb, but what I'm most excited for is this is my very first opportunity to do an all in with a wave.
Nice.
So I'm blown away by every single figure in that wave.
Wow. So you missed the dragon? The drop of the dragon then?
No, I didn't. I came in just in time to do that. But I didn't consider that a wave, It was just
I could see
that's a specialty item.
Yeah. So you missed the Reign of the Beasts.
Yes, I missed
Now
that.
That would have been a good one to come in at. But this one here is, if this is your first all in, and I never actually thought about new people in the line coming in and them experiencing this as their first wave to make an executive decision like that and go all in. That's really cool.
Yeah,
and it's special because I feel like this wave is very unique, and got its own little thing kind of.
I don't have that much experience with the Mythics, so I can't really say if it's unique or not. Everything's unique to me right now. You go back a couple years from like the Poxus wave, and I get figures from that wave, and they're all unique. I'm in that little noob bubble where everything that I get is fresh and brand new, and that I'm experiencing it for the first time.
Dude, Mark's painting. Are you painting right now? Are you customizing?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Look at this, Rob. Look at him go.
Man, Curtis. I got my
Curtis and Jesse corrupted me.
Man, it's like
in a good way. In a good way.
Oh my god! It's Chris.
Oh my gosh! It's been far too long.
How you doing, sir?
Chris James from Florida, the skeletal master.
What's going on?
What's up, Chris?
Hey, can you, before we even do anything, the guys here, Rob and Mark, they've got to hear your Elmo.
My Elmo?
Actually, here's the deal.
He's like Elmo, dude. My Mickey's
Elmo just for the first time saw his first pair of titties. For the first time.
For the first time.
Broder's titties. No.
As Kat walks into the room.
Oh, it's okay, Kat. It's okay.
Oh, those big ones. Oh, squeezy. Oh, Elmo wants to have fun with those.
I think you missed your calling. You should be on like South Park or something, dude. We all should.
Oh my god!
You know what? What if the Horsemen hired all of us, Chris, me, Jeremy DeWitt, Emil Wickman, and had us do voices for all the Mythic characters, and when they come out with the animated Mythic one day, right?
I'm down.
Right?
Sign me up.
I know. I'm like doing it,
dude.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen Emil Wickman's little short story he had, where he had the little animated figures that I think he drew, and then he did the voice. Like he was doing Artemis, and he was doing Asterion and the Guard. Like he was like, and it was cracking me up. So hope Brothers pauldrons will fit on. Curtis, one of Brothers' little pauldrons is like the size of the whole entire torso. Two titty pauldrons is like 1 inch bigger than birth altogether.
Dude.
I will, Curtis. Now you make that happen. Damn it! Yeah, I want to see this. I want to see this when it comes out, for sure. And Jesse, you too. I want to see Frost Friend with the little boob action going on the front there.
So how do you pronounce that? Is it Jessiel?
Jessai?
Jessai?
Well, Jeremy said it, and I was like, "Oh, that's that," because I posted it.
Yes.
You think Jeremy would give me any credit?
Did he not? I thought he did.
Posted on the Cabal, and he's like, "A whole bunch of people posted on the Cabal," and I'm like, "It was Brad. It was me."
No, but I think he did say it was you that.
Oh,
came
did he?
up with the name.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
then I love you, Jeremy.
I think Jesse also mentioned you too.
Well, Jesse, you are welcome. I was campaigning all the way. Me and Mike both were. In fact, I called Mike and was like, "Dude, somebody's got to say something. Somebody's got to do something." And I got to say something. So I got on there and I did. But obviously, as I was posting, Jeremy was confirming it on Offworld. So he did confirm it. But then he did come out later and say that they used that old Norse name as an official, unofficial type of thing. So I thought that was cool.
Nice. Very nice.
All right, Curtis, enjoy your Superman. Let us know how it is. If we're for somewhat still here, then hey. I doubt it. So I guess I can go back to the figure. I guess we were talking about figure.
Get back to that figure.
So yes, this was the first one that we were.
So yeah, that second head to me looks like a armored up stripper chick.
The chainmail does look real.
Yeah.
You know how they have those Sultan chicks have the little cover over their face?
I agree.
Yes, there you go.
That was my first inclination when I saw that second head.
Yes.
I was looking for a belly dancer.
Yes, that's it. I'll never be using that one. Maybe on Fastia. We'll pop it on.
I was just gonna say, could we use that head on a female?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Sticky tack.
I like it.
Or how about a 1.0?
Chris, that's what we were doing earlier. I was like, doo 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 doo. It was funny. It's cool though. I am curious with Rob. Is his full face under that, and it's just draped there, or is it actually just the top part that you can see where the whole underneath is chainmail as well?
Because it would be cool to take that piece off to see, like, without it. It would be.
It's hard to see, but like I almost feel like it could be done.
I would say that is two separate molded pieces.
Because you can see chainmail on the side of the neck.
Yeah, so there's probably no face underneath the eyes.
And you're probably right. That kind of sucks though. Do any of you guys know the NECA Ben Cooper little the Halloween little kid trick-or-treat kids?
Yep.
I feel like they missed something on that because I have them all up there. I love them all. But I tried to take one of their like masks off. And if you heat it up good enough, you can take one of their masks off. Yeah, there we go. Rob's got one there.
But they're crazy underneath.
Underneath it is not what you think is there. And I feel like they should have had it to where the masks actually are removable.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like if they were, it would have been like really, really cool. Because then you just have like normal kids.
Yeah.
You know, but underneath it's basically they just glued the nose, so there's like nothing there. It's not like I don't even think there's a nose there. It's just like a square piece.
Yeah, that was like a missed opportunity because they should have totally had some kind of just little kid face sculpts under there. But yeah, I took one of them off and it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I kind of did the same thing. I glued it back on once I heated it up, and I was like, "What? Are you freaking kidding me?" I'm like, "Are they all like this?" And I'm
Yeah,
like, "They are. Why did they do it like that? Like they could have just had it removable."
because it's pretty deceiving when you look at the eyes.
Figures.
Yeah, when you look at the eyes, you would think that there's a whole complete face.
Oh
under it,
yeah, you look at the eyes and everything. You're like, "Oh yeah, that's definitely got something
but it's
underneath."
not.
And then you're like, "No."
Yeah, it's a disappointment. But these are cool. I love these.
Yeah, I love. I'm missing some from. I think the only one I don't have is the first wave.
That's the only. No, I actually do have a few from the first wave.
I think I have a couple, but not all of them. But
But
everyone
I started just cherry picking now, and
I said I was done, and then they came out with Pee Wee Herman and the Predator and Alf. I'm like, God damn.
yeah. And I kind of want the one from the San Diego Comic Con exclusive one, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I did see that one as well.
Yeah, it's like a tiki torch monster guy.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. I saw that. Well, so you guys want to go to the next one then?
Sure.
But yeah, this guy's cool. I think he'll definitely be loved by the community. Oh, and the new Shield thing was cool too. So I like the way they.
Well, that's interesting. What do you guys think of that? I mean, obviously we don't have that in hand, but anybody's thoughts on getting that new piece to kind of put the
You know what?
more
When they had talked about that, the first thing I thought about was, do you get any of you guys have AWOC, Animal Wars of the Kingdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going.
They kind of have like a handle thing like that, where like this piece right here rests on the forearm.
Okay.
And it's funny because I was talking to Jason. I told him, I love how you guys have this piece here so it rests on there so it doesn't like kind of flop around. And he's all, oh, that's kind of funny because that's not what it was meant for. Like it was just meant to be hooked on the back.
No kidding.
It's like a funny little accident that kind of happens.
Yeah. But so it's crazy how they started doing it now.
I definitely saw that as well. I was thinking of some other companies that do that, and I like how they're incorporating it with it, so you can use it on older shields as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I love personally how the new weapons are so detailed. They actually look real.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal. Those weapons, especially that axe. I mean, that axe compared to Wave 1, the Malleus axe.
Yeah.
Goku axe. I mean, no, night and day.
What else? What else you guys want to talk about? Anybody else? Who next should we talk?
The next one, I believe, was the lady, the chick.
Ooh, Mike with the ladies.
Yeah,
Commander Migraine.
Over with.
Yeah, Commander Migraine.
Migraine.
This one's gonna be badass.
She can give you migraines.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this chick's gonna be giving you migraines. Let's click on her here. I wish I could zoom in on her eyeballs because they're awfully pretty.
Yeah, it's a wonderful head sculpt. Wow.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in the fact that it was a 2.0 and not a 1.0 female.
Now, real quick, when at first, I was like, wait a minute, is this a 1.0 female? And I was getting like super excited because I'm like, oh my God, we're about to have 1.0 female torsos, knighted torsos. And then it wasn't. I'm like, oh, it's still cool though because she's really pretty. So, yeah.
But that figure is so freaking awesome. What do you guys think?
I love the soft goods on her. I love the what is it, that I wouldn't say bear but fur, the fur around her shoulders.
Yeah.
They're really knocking it out of the park with the soft goods now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Mike doesn't like Ragna, but Ragna I think looks good with the fur around the shoulders as well as oh god, Freya. Is it Freya? Yeah, Freya.
No, Ragna has that little boa she wears.
Yeah, is it Freya? Freya has one too, doesn't she?
Freya of Deadhall, she probably does too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Look at the weapons, insane. You're so good. And Chris, look at the helmet. We can
Yeah,
slide her face out of there and put a skeleton in there.
I'm all for that. We need
Oh,
more
hell
female
yes.
skeletons in the line too.
Yes. And
Isn't there only currently like one female skeleton, and that's that Legion builder?
The skeleton warrior, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Morgulith.
Yep.
You have Morgulith
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay,
then-
yeah. Forgot about her.
and Morgulith.
Yeah, I can see people definitely swapping her face out. That's for sure.
I wonder if Sir Alder, his name, Sir Adalric, excuse me, Sir Adalric's faceplate will fit in that.
Yes. Yep.
It should, right?
You know what? Maybe I am wrong because a Dalric is a 1.0,
yeah.
Right.
a 2.0. So this maybe the skeletal, maybe that faceplate won't fit in here because it's going to be a smaller head.
Right.
What I'll do is when the time comes when we actually have these in hand, I'll go to my Dremel expert, which is everybody's favorite,
I was
angel,
gonna say you could just
Joe Russo, and I'll go to him and be like, I know this is a skeleton. I know it's not a knight. She's pretty. This is bad. Can you help me out? And we'll see what we can do and what we come up with. Because like him taking a Dremel to like figures and faceplates and stuff like that has been like incredible.
Oh,
That was
nice.
actually one of the things that we were talking about the last time I was over at his house. So like with this, I'll see what I can do.
yeah.
But it'll
see,
probably be like Joe's going to have me buy a Dremel and like show me how to do it because he doesn't want to touch it.
Make her have an accident.
Right?
Yeah,
Emil Wickman did some stuff where he shaved down a faceplate and shoved it in something I can't remember just recently, and it was like, dude, that's like it's things that like you just wouldn't like. It's simple customs that you
Yeah.
think about, but like, oh my god, like you could just trim that and put it in, like like I don't know, like.
Are you
sometimes-
talking about the Serpentor tribute that he recently did, where he
I
shoved
think
it?
yeah,
into
that
the-
one where we were
Yeah.
all wondering, like, what did he trim down to get that to fit in there and do this and do that? It's just like,
That's mine.
yeah, I loved it. Like,
That tribute was amazing.
It's incredible. I
they
cannot.
showed it on Shooting the Shelf. That we got to talk about it when me and Mike were on one of the selections, and dude, it was sick. It was sick. Yeah, Emil's great, but. Yeah, faceplates are awesome. I'm actually wondering if people are going to try to take her hair off and use it.
Yeah, we'll see why
di-
not.
In different ways, get something different, who knows?
You could take that hair and take it off of like one of the other from like the head pack that we originally got. Should
Yeah.
be able to be like the same mold and just switch the hair out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can't tell now. Is that hair shorter than what's on the females like Beluolith and Delphina?
It looks like it.
I think so.
Definitely.
I think a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like
You know whose hair might look good on her? Wraiths. That pure white.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, that I had that in mind. That was one of the things where I was thinking that long, switching it out with the long white hair.
Mm-hmm.
With that, yeah, and making it shorter. See, that would be cool.
Oh yeah. The nice thing about the smaller head and the face plates is that means they'll probably have a female skeleton faceplate coming at some point to throw in those. What about Trevor's art? Oh my
Dude.
God, his photos.
Yeah, it's sick.
It is.
It really is.
Total master of his craft.
He's one of a kind.
Total
I-
master.
if you ever get to go to Legion's Con, I mean, he's got all the equipment there, but even having the equipment doesn't mean you know what you're doing. I mean, he knows
Right.
what he's doing. So
Now help me out, someone. The little brooch. There's a little piece there
Yep.
that they
My fire head. Yeah, I see that.
it just clips onto the soft goods, and
Sure.
they
Is
said
there
that also in Sons of the Red Star.
oh, there we go. I don't know if it's in Sons of the Red Star.
That I don't know either, but yeah, it's supposed to like work with like the belt and like the fur piece. There's not. If it's in Sons of Red Star, there might be a photo of it that I don't remember, but there's not a photo with her showing how it's used. But it'll just like add that little additional like flavor. Like,
I don't think who would
They're
have.
starting to add like a lot of pieces of decorative pieces, like this one on Sir Aldrich.
Yeah.
Like this piece that comes off. So.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah.
Which will be
hey, I see somebody down here.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off really quick because I gotta take Frankie to gymnastics.
Cool.
If you guys are still on, I'll try to get back on. But I gotta
just come back to the link again.
or I'll
Right,
just see you guys
brother.
in the chat.
All right, Rob. See you, bud. Oh, let's see here. Oh,
I was thinking that brooch hooked onto those soft goods somehow, almost like a clasp.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it came. The same thing came with the female dwarf in the dwarf 2-pack. I could be wrong though. In Rising Suns, JD,
Hey, what's up, guys?
what's going on, dude?
what is up, my dude?
What's up, Brad? What's up, Michael?
That's a nice shirt you got on there.
Yeah.
Is this the first time physically on the lair?
First time ever on any podcast.
Yeah.
Get out. Are you serious right now?
Castle.
Serious.
Man.
Hey, JD, brother, I have mixed. Can we blow JD back up? What do they call him? Embiggen him? Embiggen him. Dude, I love you for that castle, but that little prick standing beside the drawbridge, what is that?
A little Prince Adam.
Prince Adam? Oh, what a...
He's the front to fall off.
Put the power of Grayskull.
The power.
He doesn't have the power.
That might be one of the best toys ever, the Classics Castle Grayskull.
Oh, yeah.
And Deep Barge, they all outdid themselves.
I'm grabbing that thing when there's a house fire. I tell you that right now.
God, yes.
That's the one to go.
You better believe it. And Scapular. If you have a Scapular figure, grab that too.
I don't have the original, but yeah, I have one on pre-order for the new one, for sure.
Nice. The torch. Now, we got a campfire in this one and the torch. Do we know, guys, if this one has the ability to light up at all, or is that just a tea light under the campfire?
with the proper lighting, it'd probably work.
Yeah.
It's not a Brian Lynn Carvar custom special, but it'll do the job.
Yeah. I think Trevor, I mean, I guess he, let's see, with his picture, yeah, he's probably definitely got some light probably pointed at that.
Yeah.
I would assume. It looks like he's got some light over here on the sword as well.
There's going to be so many customs with her. Man.
Whether it lights up or not, it's just awesome that we're getting, torches and campfires and stuff with this wave.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, Mark. We have plenty of female skeletons. We have a couple. We have the one female, whatchamacallit, builder with Morgulith.
Yeah, she is cool.
Oh my
She's
goodness.
Cool 2.0.
You show who this.
Real quick, when we were talking about that little piece as to where it comes from in the Rising Suns wave,
Yes.
it is the Exiles from Under the Mountain 2-pack.
Yeah.
So it's
Where it comes from.
you're talking about the malignancy?
No, the
No, the dwarf 2-pack.
Oh, the dwarf 2-pack.
Yeah, so it's like there's pictures of the female version where you can actually see it being worn. So it's like you got her head, and then you got the fur piece and the little emblems like right there, so you can actually see it the way it's meant to be.
Here,
Okay.
I can go back. Look, I could check.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
You can
see.
do it too.
You said the Rising Suns.
Yeah,
Skip them.
Exiles Under the Mountain.
Oh, Exiles of the Mountain.
Well, the Rising Suns, but yeah, that 2-pack, yeah, right there. And that picture that you're on shows it.
This one right here.
Yep.
Oh, I see it right here. Yeah.
Blow that up at all?
No. Look at me. Well,
I don't think we can, Brad.
not as big as I can get it.
Look at you.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so she does have a fur piece there that it clips on.
Yeah, it's right here. So here's her fur piece, and then looks like it's connecting it, I guess.
Okay.
She does have a fur piece.
Yeah.
And,
Sorry.
and it's the same torch, I believe. Correct?
Possibly.
It does look like this.
Looks like
I
it.
didn't realize they had torches in Rising Sun.
Well, Mike, we were on such a high, we missed a lot of stuff.
Yes.
we were so set on our own tributes. we were missing.
In fact,
Nothing else matters.
Exactly.
broke into my room.
Yeah, yes, we did. Really early in the morning.
Yes, Chris was a part of the 3 a.m., almost 4 a.m. Breaking in.
Yep.
Mike sleeping like a vampire on the bed with his beanie cap on.
Still got the photos, still got the video.
And he's like, I think Mike came in and he's like, because normally when I come in at night, Mike would be like, hey, how was it down there? And then all of a sudden it's like there's 5 of us. It's just like,
Is that good?
Walter.
Hey, buddy.
I know Walter's like, even Jeremy thought you were fucking cool.
Now, I take it everybody on screen right now, everybody's going to Legion's Con?
Yes.
Wouldn't miss it.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
It's gonna be my first Legion's Con.
Yes.
Yep.
Look at this
Nice.
guy.
Right on.
Look at that guy. God, he's beautiful. Oh, no, we're not talking about
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
It's like looking into a mirror.
I know it's beautiful.
Oh, man. And then the next one would have been Curtis.
Oh, you want to do birth?
Yeah, if I'm remembering the story right.
Birth.
First bigger story.
Bigger
Bigger story.
Burger story.
Burger story.
Burger story?
Yeah. You want to read his bio, Arnold?
I can.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see. David Luton, Rising Suns has 3 torches. Dwarf Accessory Pack has Blue Flame, and Dispentar has the Green Flame. David Luton, you son of a biscuit.
Dang.
Maybe you can come on too. So can Dusty, if you guys are watching. I didn't send
Yeah,
that.
get them on, man.
You can all come on. Shit. Look, I don't give a shit. Let's see here.
Dave's the Pin Man. We got to get him on.
I still have to meet up with Dave. I haven't forgotten about you. I still have your last pin that you need for his collection. So when I see you, we'll definitely about to eat dinner. But I appreciate. All right, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Still love you.
Dinner's
Enjoy.
overrated.
Enjoy that Cleveland food. All right, birds. Bigger story. Traveled to the far north many years ago to mine Arctic caves, rumored to conquer untapped resources, reserves of precious gemstones. Coming up empty in search for treasures, the burrow gnome eventually found himself in the remote settlement of Izamar, slowly interrogating himself into every aspect of his town's business. He became the proprietor of Isamar's only inn, and eventually found himself named its mayor. That son of a bitch is a mayor. Baz is the true heart of his community. It was he who contacted the castle of Four Sides, asking for help as Isomor fell victim to an unseen threat. And he greets the heroes who answer that call once they arrive at Isomor Inn and Public House. I can see that. That's Curtis. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. For sure. For sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, Broder is a miracle worker.
Well, this is a whole new scale. This is the imp scale, baby. What do we think about the imp scale?
Now, Mike, I'm a little confused. I know Curtis loves his little people, and his gnome, but Curtis loves his orcs, right?
Yeah.
See, I thought they would have made Curtis, whatchamacallit?
Shadow Orc.
Cool.
Yeah, Iron Bones. Jakku Iron Bones. He'd have been cool. That'd have been cool, for sure. But hey, now you're mayor.
He's an ankle biter of the mythos.
I mean, he could be anywhere and everywhere, for sure. That's for damn sure.
And these guys are small. Wow. They're small. It's interesting to know that it doesn't matter the size because of the tooling and everything. The figures cost similar. So for them to give us these extra Dio accessories with these two figures, the imp size figures, is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, the keg thing was cool.
Oh yeah, so cool.
They definitely gave you your money's worth with
Yes.
the two smaller figures.
Yep, I agree. Now, incidentally, if we look at this, guys, he does come with an impure head. So he does come with a goblin head, not an orc, but a goblin head. And that might be a little scratch to or leaning towards Curtis also.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Curtis tribute figure is going to be a goblin.
Nice.
I love the goblins.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I love them.
Nice.
I'm missing two.
Which ones?
King Noglin
Okay.
and Thwick.
Okay, Thwick.
Okay.
Okay, Thwick, I want to say came out in Wasteland, or that was
Mhm.
Thump. Thwick was Siege.
I think Thwick and Thump came out together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Thwick. His little horns.
Yes.
What is Rob saying here? I have a weird conspiracy about this character. Every watch, any drama, action movies where it's the mayor that turns out to be the scammer. Starts out a good guy, then turns out to be that rat running a cocaine empire in some backyard town. Mayor Thompson killed my family and kicked my cat on the way out just for good measure. That barrel isn't ale, it's a barrel of fine white china. Hey, and this is what you can do in your mythos.
How many people are going to take that barrel, pop off the top there, put the head on top of it like it's one of the hobbits escaping from the woodland elves?
Yeah.
I've heard so many people talk about that.
Yeah. And then the beer. Oh my goodness. The accessories they give with these figures. Wow.
That's where the real value is, in my opinion. Is all these accessories so you could, tell a story or whatever. If you're doing photography or you're just setting them up in your shelf. I mean,
Yeah.
the value is there. So people that are like complaining that, you're getting half the size of a small figure and it's still it's they raise the price on it, they're out of their minds. It costs money to do the tooling, especially for a brand new figure. I don't think people realize, how much tooling actually costs. So for a company like them to, take the chance and come up with completely new figures every wave with new parts, you know, to
Yeah,
them I say don't collect, move on, go collect something else.
well, I like how they gave us a normal barrel, like just a basic one, and then they gave us the other barrel and the accessories that actually has the name of the logger
Yeah.
Yep.
on, and you can kind of see it here in the background here.
Oh yeah.
He's stand, and it looks like he's standing on like half a barrel.
Because it's two pieces the way they're
Yeah,
doing it
so
right
I
now.
think that's really cool that that you can do that. So, I mean, so much cool stuff to do with this guy.
Now
Like,
I think the writing, the face plate with the tap comes off.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
yeah. You can
So
like
who's
pop
going to be
it
the
off.
first 3D company to make custom barrel plates with anything you want? Michael's Brewery.
No, yeah, exactly. I want a Mythic Legions brew on there, right? Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised you said
Legion's Lair. I want a
Mythic
Legion's
not
Lair
Legion's
brew.
Lair brewery.
Yeah, there you go.
Now
The
Mark
Crypt brew. You know.
House Seal's got to do something with this.
Yeah.
You would think
Yeah.
for Legion's Con.
Yeah, I can see a lot of, yeah, and it seems very simple. Probably easy to print that out. I would think. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a circle.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Circle. Curb. Yeah, people are dumb. So bad things are happening at work for Curb.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
I know he's at work, but he says, "Yeah, people are dumb." They are. They are.
I think he's referring to people saying it's not worth it.
Oh yeah. Well, those people are dumb.
Well, myself, I get excited when there's tribute figures because it takes me back to 2 years ago for Brad and I. So this figure was the first one since Ashes, really, and that took me back there. So that's special. And then with the Jesse tribute,
Yeah.
I really felt happy for those guys.
yes,
I
absolutely.
w- I know Curtis was excited and I know Jesse was excited, but I think I was equally excited for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was. As soon as I saw him, I was thinking, "Oh my God, this is what everyone's been asking for so long," and so to see it come true is really awesome, and then to see that it's one of our friends, so that's even
Yeah.
better.
It makes it even that much more special.
Yeah. I'm interested to see just how small this guy is because this figure here, when it was next to a 1.0, was at 104% prototype. So he'll be even a little bit smaller by 100%.
Did they show any pictures like them standing next to goblins or anything? Like, are they even shorter than the goblins?
I think they did show a scale of like kind of like everything a little bit.
I think they are, but I don't know that they showed that. But you would have to
Where
think shorter than goblins.
yeah, maybe it was
The
on
goblins
Zen.
are similar to the dwarves.
I saw it somewhere.
You're going to be able to stick those in Beathir's mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, you're right.
Ooh, burnt gnomes. Oh my God. So many burnt gnomes. Oh God.
Bird gnomes.
I could just burn them myself and sell them on Macari. Damn. Damn.
Oh
Like
my.
literally burn them like custom burnt gnomes.
Charred plastic for sale.
Yeah. 1200 degrees will melt everything.
Got to have his heat resistant undies on. Flame retardant.
Articulated times.
Articulated times. JD, you're in Ohio, aren't you?
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you at?
About an hour south from you.
Okay, gotcha. So you're probably what, Zanesville?
Wait a minute.
Just 45 minutes east of Zanesville. So you just,
Gotcha.
I don't know, about 15, 20 minutes from Cambridge.
Gotcha.
Salt Fork area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Salt Fork.
Oh my god. I love reading the comments. Not next to goblins, but next to the.
So the next
Yeah,
one.
maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was.
We
Kurt.
didn't even talk about the sausages and the pan.
We can go to that next if you'd like.
Because I'm telling you right now, the sausage and pan is replacing all of Fastia's weapons. She's going to be cooking Scapular on the shelf meals as he
Cooking some sausages.
Yeah.
I can see Scapular throwing blow darts at freaking Fastia.
You will get me sausages.
Did you guys catch the comment that Jeremy made when he was introducing the sausages? That other toy lines had just introduced them.
Oh, did
I
they?
missed that.
Yeah, I saw that, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
G.I. Joe Classified, I think the day before they revealed their HasLab, which was the Snowcat.
Oh yeah.
And Flint, he came with a couple of sausages and a
really?
couple of forks.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's great.
They don't look anything like these. These look amazing.
No.
Yeah.
I knew what he was talking about because I had just watched that HasLab the day before. I kind of chuckled.
Yeah, I
The
saw
Four Horsemen sausages are superior.
George is proud.
Gas bar.
Oh my god, gnome skewers. They would be. Gnome
And what about the beer? You can take out the foam and just have an empty cup. They just think of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, even the strapping on this axe looks like real leather binding. It's really cool.
Dude, there's a plate on that barrel too that has wording.
Yes. It's right here. Yeah, it says Isomel Inn and Public House Wolf's Band Lager batch.
So it's the other one that comes with Curtis that doesn't have a plate.
Correct. So
Gotcha.
if you got an all in, I think it's cool that you have one of each barrel. So it's kind of like you got a rustic barrel, like you said, and then you can split it in two and have Burris standing on top of it or whoever, or but to actually have something that and it's funny because if you look at this logo, just a glimpse, doesn't it kind of look like a Wolf King logo a little bit?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying identical, but it has Wolf King vibes. I mean it is called Wolf's Bane Lager, but I can see.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was an intentional nod to Wolf King.
And maybe that's like I said, they're just kind of giving a little something there.
I tell you what, the custom dio makers for Legion's Con, if they start bringing taverns, they're going to be a hot commodity.
Oh,
tables, selling taverns, all these barrels and mugs, sausages.
Agreed.
I know we haven't talked about Brian Almeida in a while, but he does have some pretty good skill with the taverns.
I'd buy a tavern.
He does pretty well, and I can't think. There's somebody else who sold a huge ass castle-looking tavern thing. Him and his wife. Oh my god, Gravy. Something Gravy.
Yeah, his name's JD too, I think.
Yes. With Chandra, his wife.
Yeah.
Something Gravy.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, that thing.
Shelf Gravy.
Shelf Gravy. That's what it is. Shelf Gravy. I think they sold that thing for $5,000 or more. That was a pretty nice piece.
Yeah, it was big.
It was big. If you look the one side, it was the arch hallways, and they were the pillars going down. It was something. It really
Yeah, you
was.
could literally walk around it.
Yeah, it was amazing. Hey,
That guy.
who dis? Hey, whose torches are those in the background? There it is. Yeah, shelf gravy.
His ears were burning.
His ears were burning. Where the hell did Mike go? What's going on? But yeah, like there's little carved customs right there. Yeah, you like
There's a
that?
little light of torch. The switch will be so bright.
I'm back, baby.
What happened? I didn't even know you left.
I had to get some water.
Oh,
We're talking about beer and such, so I had to have some drink.
10 gold bits of racket.
Yeah, Shelf Gravy had that insane dio that sold for like $5,000
Yeah, that was sick.
to one of Brian's friends.
Brian, let me know
Wow.
if you want to come on, hang out. I'll send you a link. Anybody else? Anybody else want to send a link? Come and hang out. Let me know.
So the next I want to say is Jakul. Jakul Iron Bones.
So we did that. Yeah, we'll check out. Now, like I said, I think if Curtis would have gotten this as a tribute, it would have been sick ass as well.
Oh God, yes.
Kick ass orc, that's for sure. But this guy definitely demands some respect. Put some respect on his name, damn you. What do you guys think of him?
Well, hold on. We've got to have his bio read by.
I gotta read all the bio.
Can Mickey read it this time?
What's that?
Can Mickey read it? What do you say, Chris?
Can you see it, Chris?
Yeah, I can see it.
Can you see it? It's hard to see, Chris. Right here, I can blow it up. Hold on.
There you go.
Oh boy! Welcome, guys. Here's the battle for Jakul Ironbones. Although technically not a resident of Icemal, the tundra orc named Jakul Ironbones is well known within the remote community. A grizzled hunter who lives in the frozen peaks of the Northlands, Jakul Ironbones comes and goes as he pleases, and most give him a wide berth for fear of rousing his unpredictable temper. As an unknown horror stalks the icy lands of Icemal, suspicion falls on Jakul Ironbones. Retreating to his hidden lair, he gathers his weapons and prepares to deal with his neighbors' accusations once and for all. Oh boy, that was fun! Did you guys have a swell time too?
Gorsh.
You guys are gonna get copyright struck.
Gosh, Mickey, that was freaking awesome.
Oh, thank you.
We got Goofy too.
I was here the whole time.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh.
just toss me a link. Boy, Brian.
Thanks,
I
Mike.
gotta tell you, when they came out with this one, I didn't get a good look at his head sculpt. It is really nice.
Freaking amazing. Send.
Under the helmet.
Send. Oh, look, I'm going to scroll through. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking. Let's see here. I'll scroll through here real quick. Is it still showing? Make sure it's still showing. Yep, still showing.
And he is a 3.0 figure, guys. He has the double joints and the chest are crunch.
So anyone that's not aware what a 3.0 is, because I was confused at first, because I was like, he's not a brute scale. He's still considered a 1.0, correct, Mike?
He's compatible with 1.0s and brute scale.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
You just can't take his. If you're going to put his arm on, the whole arm's got to go on. You can't separate his arm at the elbow, and you can't separate his legs at the knees. So if you're going to pop and swap with the 1.0 or brute scale, you have to use his whole leg.
Gotcha.
Whole arm.
So that's not an ogre scale.
No. That's definitely 3.0, which would be similar to a 1.0 character. just with the more articulate, the double joints.
Now I know what is it? Tharnog,
Tharnog?
Tharnog, the good orc. I know sometimes when he has all of his accessories on, he gets a little, I wouldn't say top heavy, but he gets a little clumsy per se.
Back heavy.
Yeah, I hope I hope maybe these double joints will help. Maybe that's.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for the 3.0, no doubt.
I'm excited for those double joints.
Yeah. I actually think I of course I don't know this to be, true or not, but I kind of felt like this guy is I mean, I don't know. Oh, hold up. Brian, you son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
What's up, fellas?
What up? Look at that face. Ah. Yeah, like, ah.
Now we're
Beautiful.
going to need Brian's expert opinion when we get to the fire here.
Expert opinion? Okay.
What do you guys think? I think he looks better without the pauldrons. I think those pauldrons look way too big on him.
I like it without.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like without.
Yeah, I think he looks better without him.
Yeah, looks more traditional, I guess. But I will say, with a man, he is like I would throw him up against Aerother. Like I'm like, fuck it, he's going in. You know what I mean?
He's got all the horse, brother.
like, who do you got to fight tonight, Aerother? Oh shit, bring in Iron Jaw. Or Iron Bones, bring in Iron Bones. Like, damn it, we're going against Aerother. Get the Iron Bones. Yeah, he's kicking some ass, that's for sure. I love his Unken sword. I love that sword. Or dagger. I don't know if you can call it a sword. It's a dagger.
Yeah, he
But,
does.
I mean, like, do you really want to get your ass beat with this freaking bone here? Like, dude. like
I wouldn't want to get my ass beat, period.
This dude comes out with a freaking big ass bone stick. Like, ah.
Does that come from a cosmic character? That bone? One of the.
I thought that was new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
two
think that's
bone things
new.
come from I forget what they're called, but they're from both of them are in the Oscar ways.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, the Zeraxians or something.
Yeah.
This almost looks like those look like teeth or something. Like this is some sort of like mouth or something.
It almost looks like a horse jawbone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it does.
He's over here with some horse femur. He's like, ah.
I don't like Cornibus. I'm gonna go ahead and make it a weapon.
See this dagger? It was made out of bones. It's great. Love it.
Do you want the bones? I give you the iron bones.
Yeah, iron bones.
So I want to say this is our third now 3.0 figure. We have the Cackler. We have the Spartan-looking guy. And then this one. Two from the Reign of the Beasts and this one.
That's what I was going to say about the double jointed. I kind of believe that they were going to come out with it. And I feel like it was one of them things where like maybe Savage Crucible came out with it and then they didn't want to like act like they were piggybacking theirs or copying it. So it's kind of like, let's hold off a little bit type of thing. But they even said it's been in the works for a while. So I'm glad to see that they finally came out with it. And it's just like, hey, we're going to do our thing. So let's just do it.
Yeah, but the argument could be made that Savage Crucible copied 4H.
Well, true. That's true. That is true. That's a good point there.
I mean, their first wave, was what, all lizards, but their second wave, it's kind of Mythic-esque.
Yeah, when you get into the barbarians and the other stuff, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think there was some respect level there, I think, with those two where, like now Mythics are starting to come up with some lizard per se type people. But with Eric, to have lizard people now meant he was already in the mix with it 5 years ago, probably. So it was.
But the cool thing is, their lizard people stand up.
Yes, absolutely.
Replacement feet, they still fall down. What the hell?
I did.
But
I got to tell you guys, I did purchase 2 Savage Crucible.
Okay.
I purchased just recently on Allied Express the Frazetta Warrior,
Oh yeah.
and then I pre-ordered the Death Dealer. So
Oh
I,
yeah.
if I was gonna try Savage Crucible just to see what they're like, I wanted to get the 2 Frazetta ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mike's gone.
You,
he's like, that's all I'm saying. I'm out. Game over.
he cut out. Did he say he pre-ordered Death Dealer?
yeah,
Yeah.
I pre-ordered a whole shit ton of those.
he did. No, we don't care about that stuff. We play along with it, but it's funny.
But you're right. They did have a lot of trouble with the feet, the Lemurian feet, because of that added toe articulation.
I think they fixed it though, right? I mean, that is fixed.
They sent feet out to new feet out to everybody who had bought. So that's stand up. I said to Eric one time when we were at PowerCon, him and I were talking, and I said competition is good, and he asked me to expand on that, but competition does 2 things. Okay, it allows other figures to be made that people can pop and swap between the 2 lines, customizers. So people are going to buy a Savage Crucible head and buy a mythic figure and throw that head on a mythic figure. Plus, the more important one, it gets you to work even harder because you have the competition out there. You keep on striving for the best. Now, 4-H has no problem with that, but other companies will then also adopt that also. So I think Savage Crucible coming out under William Robert Post, these other lines that have come out, I think that is wonderful. Now, our dollar will only go as so far. So I collect mythic, cosmic, figure obscura, anything 4 horsemen, and then after that I will get a little bit of each of the other lines. Obviously, I went all in on Armies of Ashmore.
Well, that's the one thing I liked about PowerCon the last year was when we went, it was cool to see both of them in the same room, to see like Savage Crucible on one side of the room and then see, 4 horsemen on the other. Because like I said, no hard feelings, but like I like when all the competition are in the room together. Like, I'm like, let the rubber meet, the road, let's all get together and do this, but I think it's cool seeing them together. I don't know if we'd ever see them at Legion's Con, but I would like to see them there. I think put them in the corner. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't think you.
But that probably not. We'll probably
Put them in the back.
Yeah, put them in. Yeah,
by the bathroom. Put them by the crapper.
Yeah, we're gonna shut the door, okay, guys?
Sometimes the back has the best vendors.
You could have stall number 2 in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's great.
At Toylanta, you had, because like they have like their new College Gate line that they're doing, so they were actually diagonal.
That's right. Yeah. See, that would have been cool to be there.
Was Savage Crucible, and across from them was AWOC. So is it going to happen like next year in the next couple years? No. But like 5-10 years down the road, if both are like, if Savage is still around, there might be a time to where it's like maybe that bridge might be ended, maybe something, but that's that's way down.
mend the little feud. For all you know, there is no feud, and they're like talking to each other, behind. They're like, "Oh, the cabal thinks we hate each other." I got great ideas.
Savage was right down the aisle from 4-H at ZoloCon this past year, if I remember correctly.
They do have a great display, their little projector thing and whatnot, going across the.
Yeah.
If they still have it, I'm assuming they do. It was cool. I thought it was awesome.
Dude, Brian's going to town on some dios there.
Yeah,
He's making those taverns.
I'm trying to work on some pillars for Legion's Con. I'm just plugging away. I'm about done putting them together finally. Like I've been doing like little pieces. I had 650 of those, and now I'm down to the last 20.
Jesus Christ!
Oh.
So yeah,
He's
Fun
the
times.
Whittler of Mythos, just sitting there, just whittling away, and just.
I prefer the Illuminator of Mythos. Thank you.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Brian lights the way.
Legion's Con seems so far away, but yet when you think about it, it's kind of not that far away.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of
It'll be here
scary.
before we know it.
Yeah, I can see Brian. I'm thinking, Brian, what are you preparing now? There's so much time, but it's like, dude, yeah, like 4 months.
Yeah, there's a lot of soldering and wiring in my
4
future
months
that I'm not
tomorrow.
looking forward to.
4 months
damn.
tomorrow, Chris says.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, can't wait.
Tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Wow.
And it's going to fly by before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Any of you guys putting in for intern?
Yeah.
Or has everybody been there?
I put in
Stacey's
for
putting
it.
in for it.
I didn't, but I've been there enough, so I think I was going to do it, and then if I won, give it. I'm like, I don't even need to. Just let them have it, you know. I was like, let me win, and I'll give it to somebody. I'm like, I don't even need to do that. Just let them.
Did they say when they're doing the drawing for that?
Soon.
No. Not that.
Probably they usually do it within the week of it, like being done. So probably within the next week or two, you'll probably see an announcement.
Okay.
Like a lot of times, it's either going to be an announcement, like in the group. If it's not an announcement, you're going to start seeing people saying that they won because it's all done based off of email.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep a lookout for that. But that's usually kind of like how it goes, is that there'll be an email blast sent out to all the winners. But don't even lose out hope. My first year, the lottery happened. Everybody got selected, and that was around June, July, or like earlier or whatever. It was July 22nd that I got a random email from Jeremy. Or July,
Really?
whatever, because somebody that was originally selected canceled, and it just so happened that I was selected. That's how
Nice.
That happens a lot.
So don't even fret if you don't get the email that day when it's sent out. There's still the opportunity. There's still that chance.
I wish they would. I don't know if Jeremy does that, but it would be kind of cool if you are the runner-up to be like, hey, you're the runner-up. So if someone does cancel, can you possibly make it? You know?
Yeah.
Because then you're over there like, I am next in line, baby.
Please, somebody.
You're over there like Nancy Kerrigan. People like, why?
Get a voodoo doll of this person.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't.
Someone's not going.
And that would be really awesome to win intern. So you can go there. I see what fascinates me is the inner workings, not necessarily the toys, but the creative process and how this stuff is made.
God, you're gonna love it.
You'll have so much fun there.
Jim's tour is amazing. If that's what you're into, when you go there and you go on Jim's tour, like you'll be like, wait a minute, they do other stuff than action figures, and you're like, what?
There was a really good video put out by Action Force, Bobby Valla.
Yeah.
And it was the inner workings, how his Action Force figures were made.
Gotcha.
He had video from China and the injection molding, how they're assembled, how they're painted. And I just sat there in awe, just amazed by it.
I do injection molding every day at my job.
Nice.
What do you do, JD?
Make components for fuel injection for diesel motors.
Oh, nice.
So we make fuel injection stators, which are molded in presses, which injects plastic into the molds.
Oh, so then the action figure stuff would kind of bore you then.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You got the veins where the plastic gets shot into it, and we put the metal components and stuff inside, and the plastic goes around it and forms.
Gotcha.
So let me ask you this, JD. How often do you guys have to change the tooling out?
Just when we have different part numbers and if we have to send it out to be rechromed. When it's rechromed, it's about 7 to 10 grand for each mold.
Gotcha.
Hey, man, Chrome don't get you home. That's what we say in the Chevy world. Dusty,
Yeah.
eat your heart out, Dusty.
Go forward.
Yeah, go forward.
Ford. Ed's nice and still at work, probably. Ed, what's our next figure?
Let me go by here.
Oh, the Jesse tribute.
Is it the Jesse? Okay, we can do the Jesse tribute.
It is the Jesse tribute.
What haven't we done yet? These three? Okay, so yeah. Bylar Frostfur.
I got to tell you, my favorite part of this whole reveal was that Fuzz Monk head. Because I knew who that was in reference to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Rob's not here, but I'm sure he might be watching. But the fox head, too, was cool.
Yeah, it looks a little big to me. Now, it's made to be that,
him,
though. It's made to be that way.
Yeah.
Now, do you think it looks big, or is it because of the neck piece that makes it?
I
It's
don't
the ears.
know. I think it looks big for the body, but once again, I think it's made to look like that because it's so furry.
Let's go look at him. Look at that little guy there. Here, well,
There's a lot of fur underneath that armor.
Yeah.
Now,
so I guess he does have a big head there, I guess. But it looks
Yes.
like...
Brian, are they giving you money for using your light, your flame?
Royalties.
Right. I get a check every year from Trevor, so I'm just going to start tapping it on with that.
Trevor's going to send him a sticker.
Old Dusty, you son of a biscuit.
I will tell you guys this. I will be displaying this figure as a Fuzz Monk. And
yes.
As the fox. I think the Fuzz Monk looks a lot better, in my opinion.
I think that head's just a little too big.
Yeah, that's why I
said. When you compare it, like, next to this one, I can see what you're saying. This does look bigger than this Thistlethorn head. And not just because of the ears. I mean, the proportion of this part does just look bigger.
I'm excited to use it on a 1.0 body because that's a 1.0 body, isn't it?
I think it is.
Compatible?
I think it is.
Well, the thump head is with Curtis's, so it's got to be 2.0. Isn't the goblins are 2.0?
I think they're 2.0 torsos with I want to say 1.0 arms.
Thump was a 2.0 and Gonks was the 1.0.
Yeah, Gonks is the 1.0.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's only 1.0. Oh no, there's the Deluxe Legion Builder.
Yeah, the Deluxe Goblin Legion Builder.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so happy for Jesse that he got this.
Right.
And I mean, like I said, I was feeling bad for him at first because they didn't say anything right off the bat, and I was thinking, wow, do you have to? And then they came out. Yeah, it was. So I was like, it's just that it has to be done.
Once again, it's a great value. Look at all you get. especially with the Dio stuff.
And the frying pan.
Yeah, the frying pan's a must for every Fastia owner. And I highly suggest you get the sausages and the other one to go with it.
Gotta have the sausages.
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
it.
The one thing here I wish they did, I wish they had a pair of white hands.
White hands?
Hands to go with this set.
I agree.
That would have been that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Some fur hands.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
fur hands would have been cool.
I mean, they got the paws, the feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture them with white fur hands. Yeah, that would look cool.
Yeah, that head looks just too big right there.
Yes. It looks big to me. So
Like,
that's
maybe
why
we
I'm
can-
definitely going with the Thistlethorn head.
Oh,
Maybe
absolutely.
The only thing I wish this had that it doesn't have would be like a set of armored feet. So that way, if you wanted to make like a full armored like gnome or something, or that way you can switch those feet out and you'll have like a full armored body.
Yeah.
Yeah, a full armored gnome type character.
Right. That
Okay, I see. So the imp head's like.
Look at the weapons too. The thing he's holding? A small little staff with a bowl on it.
mhm.
That would be a dwarf-size cane. That's funny. Yeah, he's cool. Like him. Like him.
I like that backpack.
So
Yeah, that backpack is sweet.
Yeah, this
Mhm.
backpack's cool. This picture, though, I know we've all talked about Trevor's picture, but Jesus. His big head looks beautiful here.
Then again, you never know. It could be like the angle of the pictures too, or that makes it look a lot bigger than what it really is, or
Yeah.
I
until we
think
get it in
it's
hand,
meant
it's
to be that big. I think it's with the character he's supposed to have a big head.
yeah.
With the fur.
Yeah, and maybe it's the angles. Yeah.
Hold up here.
But still cool nonetheless. So cool.
Oh, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Ed's nice. Eddie.
Dude, are you playing hooky?
Hello there. Cheerio.
What up?
What's
How you
going on,
doing?
brothers? How you doing?
Good.
What's up?
We're gonna
Working
do
hard.
a show Sunday night.
That's right. That's right. I can't wait to have you on.
You want to plug your show real quick?
Oh man, thank you for the chance. Check out Latin Legions this Sunday night. Celebrating my birthday and getting old. You see the whites. So we're gonna have a nice time. There's gonna be a bunch of us coming on.
Shut up! It's your
Join
birthday.
us 6 p.m. EST. Yes, sir.
Oh my God! What now? Are you 23?
25.
25.
You go by two. 25. 25.
Well, you're
How you all doing tonight?
Good.
Sounds good.
How long does the
I'm
show
still at work.
last? Because I won't be out of work till 7.
It'll go on until like 8 o'clock. I don't want to step on Jesse and Kurt's toes, so I always try and get it done by them.
What I'll do is, as soon as I get off work, as I'm driving home, I'll go with my cell phone. So I get on right around 7.
Okay, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
Nice.
Sounds good to me.
I'll be there.
Legion's there rocks, man.
Yeah, dude. Thanks.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And if you lie to me, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back. Remember when I said
Good to see you, brother. All right, well, I'm at work, so I got to bounce. It was good talking, seeing everyone.
Damn, look at you. Look at you jumping on here. Even you better get off before the boss comes.
They go kiss my, you know what? I don't give off. Oh.
That's called a union break.
Right? All right, fellas. Peace, love, and hair grease. See you Sunday.
Later, man.
We're going.
All right. Yeah, you too. Bye.
All right, let's see. So, I guess what else do we have here? We have a werewolf and a bear. So let's, I guess, do the bear.
Yes.
Dub bear.
Dub bear. Now, if you guys are paying attention and watching, I called this, didn't I? I called this.
You did.
I did. After the end of the show, I said we were all trying to guess what we were wanting and what it could be, and I said, I think you guys will all be happy if we just get a polar bear. And everyone's like, yeah, polar bear. And hey, look, we got a polar bear. They did switch it up and give us the polar bear head, which I don't even think they had to do. I mean, they could have just repainted Bodvar and it'd probably been all right. But the fact that they actually gave you the polar bear shaped head that really sets it off is amazing.
4 horsemen going above and beyond.
No doubt.
Well, if they didn't, we'd have that one guy in the cabal. Well, actually, that's not really a polar bear head. That's just a grizzly painted white.
All they did was repaint Bodvar. I'm not paying for that shit.
It should be half price.
Yeah. Right. It's great. No, it really. I think it's smart that he did. But like if we just got those heads, like I'd been cool with it. Like I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Oh, yeah.
The dancing bear.
Yeah, dancing bear. I think these things are going to be so cool. I know the trolls. To know that this is taller than a troll is really awesome when it stands up.
Right.
Wait, that is taller than a troll?
When a bear stands up, the troll's like over here.
Wait, we're talking about the forest troll and the ice troll,
absolutely.
right? And
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Yeah, there's a comparison. So when the bear is actually standing up, it's actually taller than the troll.
Wow.
Go back and watch the live stream from Legion's Con when they revealed the wave, and Joe actually brings out an ice troll first. And he's like, oh, oops. And then he brings it out standing up and puts it next to it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's.
I did not know this.
Hey Brad, I'm gonna try and see if I can find the photo. I'm gonna send it into the chat.
Yeah, do that.
Do that now too.
Do that. That's what she said.
I don't have room for that.
Well, like I said, I mean, I go, obviously, it can just sit down, like that, but.
Where's the fun in that?
Exactly.
I mean, to know that you can stand them up and have them look all crazy like it's really cool.
I need a new cabinet.
I just sent you the picture, Brad.
What's that?
Your messenger. I sent the picture.
Oh, Mike got the picture.
So that
Oh, here we go. Can I hold on? Can you see this?
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And that's Bodvar, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so where is it? Yeah, so you can see the trolls here, and he's.
And that's why he's $120 on BBTS.
Look at that fuzzy belly.
Yeah, and he is standing a little bit in front of him, and he's on a stand. But I mean, look how much taller he is, though. I mean, it's.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually heavier than the troll like Slag is.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I think he is.
I think he's going to be very beefy. That's for sure.
So my question is, we got a brown bear, a polar bear. So what next? What kind of bear next?
Panda bear.
A panda. We'll get a panda.
Bear. There we go.
And then the koala.
They'll make their money from that mold.
Isn't Winnie the Pooh now public domain, so they can make like one of those for Infinite Legions now?
I mean,
wait, are we talking about Winnie the Pooh from Disney or Winnie the Pooh from that awful horror movie?
Well, I mean, it has to be public domain, so they could have made that horror movie, though. So, I mean,
Next figure obscura, Winnie the Pooh.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking. I mean, I guess they could do a black vampire bear, right?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Skeleton bear. Everything's skeleton.
Oh my God!
Skeleton bear. Oh
hey,
man.
hey! Let's get skeleton goblins before skeleton bears, okay?
I'm for that too. Like I said,
Yeah.
everything's a skeleton. That's why I love the skeletons.
Yeah,
The
we
dragon came up. We saw the reveal. They're like, all right, cool. When's the dragon skeleton coming? It has a skeleton. Where's it at? Come on.
That's a whole new mold, though.
I
Stacy
agree.
Stacy kind of brought up a good point about this bear. She's like, one of the printers can make like an owl head, and then you got your owl bear for your D&D stuff.
It's true.
I do, yeah. That's freaking great. Dude, I mean, to be honest, like, the Necronominus wave, like, they gave us so much, and to think there's still so much more they could give us. I mean, like, they literally could give us, like, full, like, skeleton half giants. You know what I mean? Like we could literally get ogre
Skeleton troll.
Skeleton trolls. Like, I mean, we just, like, yeah, it's
endless because
skeleton
everything
bear.
can be a skeleton. It's not just limited to, like, the malignancy is just goblins or the kingdom under the mountain is just dwarves. We encompass everything, and that's why I love the skeletons.
The red fury bear. Ooh, Arethair's freaking devil bear.
Mm-hmm. Or a poxus diseased bear.
Oh my God, Brian!
Yeah.
I've been watching the Game of Thrones, and it's like when they go over the wall towards the end, and then the White Walker bear comes towards them, and I was just like, "Oh, that's awesome! I want one."
Yeah, that's what I think about when I see those, like, full-size giants. I'm like, I need a full-size giant. Coming to G-Con this year. Oops, I hit the wrong.
Illuminated by Halvar Customs.
Yeah. Sunday. 4 horsemen have created a full-size skeleton.
It's like, what was that comedian? Pablo Francisco. And he does, like, the new guy voice. And he's just like,
I fucking love that guy.
Coming soon to Legion's Con 2025 and illuminated by Halvar Customs. Come on, we got to get you to the tower. Come on, we got to go. Do you see the lights? It's by Halvar Customs. Wait, what is that? It is a bear. Come on, we got to go.
What was it? The little tortilla truck.
Yeah. Little tortilla boy. Come on, we got to go see the tortillas.
Run!
Little tortilla boy.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is the little tortilla.
Little.
So let me ask you guys this: the grizzly or the polar bear? Which one do you guys like better?
Grizzly.
I'm gonna go with the polar bear.
Yeah, I'm gonna go polar bear too, just because it'd be easier to turn him into a panda.
I can't go against my faction, so House of the Noble Bear, Bodvard is.
I love them both.
I love the polar bear though. I do like it. It's simple, and I never even thought of it.
You can give that one a Coke.
And you can. I can totally see
people are gonna do that.
Like, literally, I see people using this white polar bear with Father Christmas and getting them the little Coke bottles and reenacting, that, or even if not Father Christmas, the fresh monkey Santa Claus that looks pretty good.
You can give the polar bear a Coke bottle, and then you can give Bodfire cocaine bear.
Yes.
Give him the other
cocaine bear. Cocaine.
Little dry brush of white, little stipple, like, we're good.
You can have a little theme where, like, cocaine bear wants the Coca-Cola, but the Coca-Cola bear wants the cocaine, and they're like fighting.
Yeah, Corey mentioned here, and hey, Jeremy, Jeremy's in the chat. One of our crypt administrators.
Yep.
But Corey said that he would love to see a polar bear head that has its mouth open. I was shocked that they didn't have that, to tell you the truth. Pleasantly surprised that they have the grizzly head included with the white pack, but shocked that we didn't actually get the polar bear head growling.
It would be cool to know if this was like hinged and it would open. That would have been cool. But yeah, I agree. I agree.
Oh, animal head pack confirmed.
No,
Mm, yeah. You know what? That's the thing. If we bitch about it, maybe that's why people do that. If we bitch about it enough, the horsemen are like, "Damn it, just put it in there and do it.
Yep.
Let's just do it.
nice.
We'll just make it happen. We'll bitch enough. Come on.
We got one left, guys, and it's the big baddie.
Oh, let me go to him.
It was kind
Man,
of funny how like Jeremy was doing the story. He tried to make it sound like it was the polar bear, but there was like no real roaring face from the polar bear. I was like, he can't kill anyone. Come on,
yeah.
he's too
He's a
cute. He
good
wouldn't
boy.
do that. Yeah, he's
Really,
such a boy. He wouldn't do
He's a
it.
good boy.
Never. Yeah, never.
This guy's badass, man. This werewolf. So I've been waiting for werewolves a long time. I didn't know I needed a ogre-sized werewolf until they proved me wrong. Now I need
I think it's cool because I know Mike. Obviously, Mike was a big advocate for werewolves. So were a lot of people who we've had on the show wanting werewolves. I think if they would have just gave us a 1.0 werewolf, we would have been happy. But to know that this guy is like big like this is like really cool.
Oh, this figure's gold.
Yeah, for sure. And he has a lot of hidden things on him. Like even Mike was saying, he's not from Alithia's brood, but he's wearing, the Alithia vampire belt, I guess. He's
was
wearing chains.
definitely a captive of them during the
Yes.
Second War.
Yes. So that definitely is. He's very intriguing, with the stuff that he comes with. So definitely love this guy.
Now those are new pauldrons, right? They look new.
Yeah.
I think that's what Jeremy said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see like the chain mesh, like just under.
Almost
the
looks like
little-
a face on his left pauldron. That might just be an illusion.
all right here. This like little.
No, right
Yeah,
here.
the other side.
Other side. It
Yeah,
does.
on the outside.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I
that's
see what
the
you're
very
saying.
edge.
It does look like kind of a face.
Oh,
from the
Might be
side.
just the way it's sculpted. Yeah, right in there.
that is weird.
I
thought you
think
were talking over here. I'm like, these look like squirrels, but like, yeah, this.
I
That's
think
weird.
that's just an illusion.
Yeah, it's just an illusion. The way it's cut.
Yep.
But, let me get-
Arnold,
What's his
you got a
face is of his
bio,
enemy.
dude.
Oh, you want me to do bio? You want me to
It's
do
a
bio?
long one too. This might take us. The
Oh
next
my God, Lord Jesus! What happened? There's so many.
Well, do you want to do half and then Chris do the other half?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
The ancient sagas.
Chris is gonna get a sore throat.
Tell of a monstrous creature known as the Furakan, the Furakakan, Furkakakaktan, a towering beast said to be the offspring of the great wolf. There has not been a confirmed sighting of one of these creatures in mythos in ages, and their existence was deemed the stuff of fiction long ago. As the survivors of the attacks of Isamar look upon the wolf-like monster before them, they know that the Fakadaiken Fernikaken are all too real, and they are in grave danger. That's all I'm doing. I'm not reading the rest of this bullshit. This is some bullshit. I quit, damn it. It's getting hot in here. Turn up the AC.
What do you guys think of this guy?
I was
Well, the
shocked.
werewolf or Brad?
Actually, are you still seeing it? Okay, making sure it's still up.
Well, they surprised the shit out of me because I didn't think they were going to have a werewolf this big. I thought we were looking at brute scale for a werewolf, but I'm not disappointed. I can tell you that much. This looks really cool.
I'm really excited to see these at Legion's Con. Hopefully they have them.
I would think, yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Usually they make a couple,
Yeah.
send one to the factory, and they usually keep a set.
I was excited when I saw the wolf from Reign of the Beasts, and then when I saw this, it's like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
You knew it was coming, I guess.
Well, no, I had no clue.
Well, technically, this is not a werewolf. This is that ferrican. So an actual werewolf could be smaller than this, similar to what the cacular bodies are or a brute scale body.
So you're saying
And I don't know if they would have actual werewolves be they change into werewolves or what? Because they're vampires technically can go out during the day, I believe, and stuff like that. So they don't have to follow the normal rules that other IPs follow. So it'll be interesting to where they go size wise with the werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know where they're going to go with the story with this. How this werewolf, or what you said it was, fits in with Lithia's brood.
Yeah, it looks like he was captive, and it looks.
I agree.
Werewolves. If you go to Underworld, werewolves and lycans and vampires are against each other, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering, this thing that he's wearing over his face, his face mask piece, it almost
the muzzle.
The muzzle. I was almost get you thinking, like, was he chained, or were they actually like riding him like a
Yeah, we just don't know yet.
Yeah, like, was he on all fours and somebody's riding him and killing stuff? I mean, I don't know. Or was he just chained?
We don't know if he was tortured, if the vampires tortured him and he escaped, and that's why he's going on his rampage.
Or is he just wearing that thing so he doesn't, bite people? Like, I don't know. So,
must sound like Vane.
Yeah.
Oh, Batman. Oh. Yeah.
So good. So
if you guys ever saw Underworld, where the wolf they have the wolf imprisoned, and I want to say Marcus is trying to free. It's like his brother.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me a lot of that. The vampires probably had him locked up for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So locked up.
And I want to say, what was Ed? Do you know what Marcus's brother's name was? Because he became the werewolf, where Marcus was the vampire.
I haven't seen that movie in a while. I don't remember.
It's been a long time. I think that was the second one.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
But I mean, I love those movies just because Kate Beckinsale is my celebrity crush.
Dusty says William.
William, it is William.
Yeah. Corvinus. William Corvinus.
Yeah.
Ooh. See how that name brought up other stuff? Yeah. Thank you, Dusty. Thank you. Yeah, definitely liking this guy, and like you said, probably more to hear. Probably not the end you'll hear from this guy. That's for sure.
Yeah. Like, just by looking at him, like his gauntlets compared to the other parts of his armor, to me, looks like the gauntlets may be originally his, and that's how he was chained up. And then once he got free, he picked up the other pieces of armor from whoever he took out or whatever he found, and like threw it on, just so that way it'd give him like some sort of like protection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool concept.
Yeah. Definitely.
Now these pauldrons come off, but does this top piece come off?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it comes off.
So everything should come off except for this, obviously.
Yeah, the shin.
Yeah.
The shins. are not
you-
removable. They're
And
sculpted.
they don't actually show a picture of it bare, do they?
No,
No.
Oh. That's
I've
all
been
right.
seeing people ask for it in the comments, but it sounds like it's going to happen whenever Jeremy and Joe do their
Yeah,
pop and swap.
Mythic.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll see it on Jeremy's show probably.
It'll
when
probably
they-
be tomorrow, maybe.
I mean,
Could be.
I think they normally do it towards the end, don't they?
yeah, I would think closer to when it's about to come out, probably they would
Okay.
do it for sure.
Or like the end of the pre-order period or something.
Or maybe that, yeah. Yeah, he's cool. Definitely liking him. I like big figures. I like ogres. I like big figures in a can.
How about that sword he's got?
That thing looks
Oh.
brutal.
Oh man,
Yes.
The sword.
What were they calling that? An obsidian sword?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
When I heard that, I heard it from the Early Legions podcast when they were talking about it. That originally that was planned for the Nate Barch accessory set, and they pushed it off. But coincidentally, this past year's intern, when I was a part of it, I was during Eric Treadaway's session, and they were doing on heads, and we were just having like that open discussion. And I told him one of the things that I like to see would be like different style weapons and stuff, stuff like that, such as like obsidian or dragon glass or something like that. So it's just like really cool seeing that now this is the first part of that, and it's just entirely different from what we've had in the past. So I'm actually in a way more excited for the weapon than I am the actual figure, even though it's still really, really cool. I just like the weapon.
There you go. There's your tribute weapon.
Yeah, right?
Tribute.
not that, but no.
Official, unofficial.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a graphite or a granite bone sword.
Yeah.
I think they set that straight up, and it's as tall as a 1.0 figure,
Yeah.
I think you're right. That is huge.
or damn close. It's a big boy.
It should have came with the nasty Nate package.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen that sword with what's his name that just came out in All Star 6.
Baradak?
Yeah, Baradoc.
Burdock, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that would have gone good with him.
Yeah, he's cool.
I agree.
Agreed.
But man, the sculpting on those head sculpts, oh my God, Eric Treadaway just he is something. And he had to resculpt. I mean, it's all new tooling. The fur,
Mm-hmm.
the fur ogre bodies.
Now, did they say if that body was Leodicius' body?
Oh, you know what? I never even thought about that. It probably is.
Is Leodicius an ogre scale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go look.
Let me look up Leodicius on my phone. Maybe. Let's see here.
I wasn't sure if that was brought up the other night or hasn't been
I
addressed
think
yet.
Good point.
I think you're right, Brian. That's going to be the Leodicius body, probably. Let's see. Pull
Boy, it
this.
sure does look like it.
Yeah.
Brian's just over there whittling, just thinking on thoughts.
Go back to that one.
Hey,
Not
Chris,
the
you should be
season
proud of me,
of
though.
Viking.
You should be proud of me. I'm starting to learn names.
I'm always proud of you.
No,
Yeah,
like
I think Brian's right.
I used to
think
drive
that's-
him crazy by not knowing names, and I'd make up my own names, and it would
Still
just
do.
drive him nuts.
You still
So
do.
Torgan is forever going to be Ginger Snaps to me.
Yeah.
So
Dude, ginger snaps, yeah. Because Cat calls it ginger snaps.
Squirrel nuts.
Squirrel Nuts was Thistlethorn for a while.
See, Lauren calls Thistlethorn Trudy Trollface. Trudy Trollface.
Travis Bowles called Thistlethorn Snitchel Snatch.
Well, that's Travis we're talking about.
That would make a good name for a female fuzz.
Dude, Mike, when you said that in front of Jesse on the show, and he's like, they're so fat. Dude, he was so distraught by that.
He swooned.
Jesse is such a a very nice person. I will say that.
He
Like when we
is.
were at PowerCon, and I don't remember who was on the back seat, but they're like, "Dude, look at the tits on that chick." And like whatever it was, we like looked out, and this woman just on the side of Columbus Road, just boobs just hanging out. And Jesse just nonchalant kind of looks and is like, "Oh, wow."
Was that by the Magnolia Thunder Pussy?
I,
Sweet
no,
mercy days.
but
You guys laugh, but this is a real place
it is. It is.
in Columbus.
What did I say? It was a record store.
Record store, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's a record.
That's the front.
Thunder Pussy. In fact, I
That's
still
the front.
say Mythic Legions needs to have a female character called Magnolia Thunder Pussy. That would be amazing.
Magnolia Thunder Meow.
What kind of pauldrons would she
If you're
have?
listening, we need the
Similar to
Thunder.
Brad's, but smaller.
Yeah. Maybe like little broders.
Oh man. Yeah, I really like that werewolf.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's definitely the same body.
Mhm.
For sure. This is.
That's a good call, Brian.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they got to reuse that. It's perfect for it. Because let me go.
And that's probably what also kept the price down on the entire wave.
Oh yeah,
True.
Yep.
And then, what the cackler is? What brute scale?
No, he's
No.
1.0 size.
1.0. He's
Like,
the 3.0.
So yeah, I could see them coming out because the cackler kind of looks like a a hyena or something. But
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, I can see them basically just swapping that head and making a. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. I keep doing that. Yeah, I could see them doing that. The cackler. I'm over here talking, thinking you're.
Yeah, that's the one from Reign of the Beast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I
So,
first saw that, I was like, "Wow, I gotta pre-order this."
Yeah, I could totally see them making a werewolf with just a different head.
Yeah.
He was my introduction to that whole Reign of the Beast wave because I didn't know it was there. I just randomly saw him. I forget where I saw him. I saw him on one of the websites, and I went to go see what it was. I didn't even know it was a mythic. And then once I figured that out, and I figured out what wave he was with, I saw all the other stuff. I was like, "Oh, I got to get these."
Yeah. I mean, it was weird because it was such an affordable wave for a G-Con.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was just because they knew the dragon was coming up.
And they showed a lot for this year, so I mean,
yeah.
Is Red Riding Hood public domain?
Um,
I see where you're going.
yeah.
it should be.
That's
Yeah.
a cool idea.
There you go for Figure Obscura. And then
Yeah.
we get our.
Well, you already have
Impact.
Red Riding Hood, Fastia.
Yeah, Fastia and the werewolf.
So you
From,
get Fastia with the cackler, and you got the
Three
little Red
little-
Riding Hood.
You could probably take the cloak from Cosmic Legion's chick.
Oh,
She's got that. Thank you. Yeah, you could take that cloak and dye it red, and there's your red hood.
There you go. And 3 little warriors, the pigs.
little warriors.
Figure Obscura.
The people love Warrior though. There's a lot of people wanting more Warriors. I mean,
Oh my
Those
son.
warriors are expensive.
Oh yes, they are.
yeah, big heads.
It would be cool to get that, like another member of that race or something, especially with what they're doing now and the updated bodies and stuff that they're using.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think they haven't gave this like some sort of like alternate head, like warrior head, just thrown in with some other figure, just to be like, here, look, you can make this guy.
I wonder if that's where Legacies of Mythos is going to come into play. We're going to get
Maybe.
stuff. We're going to get versions of that. We're going to get like updated, and then once we get into like the other places in Mythos, we'll like, because I think that's probably what's going to happen with G-Con is that's really going to open up the next part of the arc, the next part of that story. We may see some races like here little piggies and stuff like that.
Do you think? I'm sorry. Do
No, go
you
ahead, Mark.
think they're holding off Legacy of Mythos until Legion's Con?
No, I think you're going to see
No.
Legacies next. I think
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
I
I'm
don't,
ready
they're
for
not
my
going to
oath,
do.
though.
They're not going
I
to do
don't,
cosmic
yeah, I don't see them doing another soliciting another cosmic,
until we get
the
it.
last Thraxon until August, until we have the first one in hand, if that makes sense. I can't
No,
see
it
them.
does.
Yeah, I can
So
see it.
I think next month you're going to get Legacies. I really do. Or the game, or vice versa. The game solicited on Kickstarter. One of the two. And then you're going to go into you'll go into the cosmic reveal, and then Legion Con will be the big mythic. Listen, you know, cosmic came out. It's still a younger line. Mythic is still their baby. That's the
Oh,
big line, and from my understanding is Mythic does really really well. Cosmic is done well, but of course nothing like Mythic. So it's gonna. I mean, Mythic or Cosmic's gonna take years to get revving and rolling.
Hmm.
Uh, So I just can't see
um,
them soliciting another cosmic until we get that next
what do you guys think
Axon one in hand.
will be next, or be this year's armory experience, or maybe what are you looking forward to? Uh,
That's a good question. Is it going to
I'm
be?
just looking forward to it.
uh, uh,
I
Chris.
think I think part of it's going to be possibly cosmic related in a way,
Ooh,
but I think that thinking about the way like Four Horsemen does like their reveals, and they always like tease and like have things like lead it up to it. So what started it was like uh, the last reveal that we got for the Legion's Con exclusive, right? The two figures. It comes with a scaphoid head, right? Well, we haven't had a scaphoid in forever, but we've been getting the skeletons. So I think part of the armory experience, with you taking the scaphoid head into consideration, you take All Star 6 with Calavian. I think that the part of the armory experience is going to be those colors and full skeletons. So you can build
whoa!
your skeleton. So I think one will be a full, like you could build a full scaphoid skeleton. You'll be able to build a full Calavian skeleton. You got
Dude, that would be
a
bad.
full
Fuck
purple
yeah.
skeleton.
You
Like you can go whatever you want.
Now, Chris, that's great that you brought that up, because, and that's where I'm trying to think, because like obviously the first year of armory experience was great because they're 1.0 figures. They've got all the colors that people want. They have all the parts that people want. There's so many different things and variables that go with all those colors and different parts. And I'm trying to think, what else could they do that would mimic that can go the same distance as what the first armory did?
Well,
And that's a
it's
great
like
idea.
it's like that, taking what they take the test run that they did last year and then build upon it, right? So they did it, they knew it was successful, and then the way they try to do things now, it's like if they did it that way, right? You got the Legion's Con exclusive with the scaphoid head, and then you got Calavian. Both of those are going to be available at Legion's Con. So you go to Legion's Con, you go to the armory experience. Now you can build a full scaphoid skeleton if you
Yeah.
wanted to. You can go get one of the Legion's Con exclusives, and then now you can combine that. You get a Calavian at Legion's Con. Now you can get build your full Calavian, like the blood bone
Yeah.
skeleton. So it's like you can get a combination of both of those, so that way you can like build it out however you want.
I would love for that to happen. I don't know though, Chris. We've gotten so much skeletons in the last few years that I don't know. But obviously, the skeletons are popular. I don't know if they're gonna do that. I would. It
I
would
would
be
love
Here for it.
it. Even if it was just just a couple colors, like just give us like you said, red. Give us the scaphoid. Give us a couple other colors, and let us go with it. And then maybe do that with something else. maybe like some 2.0 figures. I know.
Well, I don't know what kind of race or creatures they're going to do, but I think I know they can do it. Choose what soft goods you want. Have different color soft goods.
Ooh,
Oh, there
I
we go.
think soft
that's a
goods,
thought.
are majorly popular right now.
Yes.
And if you can pick what soft goods you want, that will be gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if they make dwarf skeletons, more knights. If you can start picking different color soft goods, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So what I was kind of thinking was like looking at all the different things we have available right now, parts wise. It'd be great to have dwarves, but we don't have a lot of options with dwarves right now. And same thing with goblins. I mean, that'd be fun to do too. But like barbarians would be a perfect kind of thing because there's so many possibilities with barbarians, and then you could throw armor pieces. You can even throw like green bear parts that have like orcs, or you can even throw in like the lower legs that are like dwarf legs and the forearms, stuff like that. So you could have barbarians, but you can also like make a dwarf for an orc warrior or something like
So
that.
like what you were saying, like they gave us that those $10 body parts that matched
Yeah,
Gaspar. So you're saying like they would have like orc body parts, like $10 orc parts that you could buy, or like something like green or something like that.
yeah. I mean,
Throw it. I think that's cool. I like that. I
or
like
if like they had their like the barbarian builder, but they did offer like other bear body part
Yeah.
packs like they did last year. But do these ones like have like an orc one, have like a vampire one, have like even a skeleton one with just like the
Yeah.
arms and legs and stuff like that, or a rib cage or something, and so that way you can put them with those that you're buying there and make your own kind of.
Like an
It doesn't have
add-on
to just
pack to the armor.
yeah,
Yeah. So you could have like
yeah.
bare bodied like Fury, you know,
Right. Stuff like that. So
whatever.
you could build your character, then you could buy this pack and hey, you just made an orc or you just made a vampire warrior or something like that with those add-on packs. It's just there's tons of possibilities if you like
And to
just
think
thinking like barbarian wise.
if they come up with all those like barbarian tones and muscle,
Mhm.
whatnot, and then they go with last year's armory, like then you're like really mixing stuff up if they did
Oh
something
yeah.
like that. Either way,
Build
I
your
think whatever they
character.
come up with,
Yeah.
it's going to be
Build your
good.
character and pick what faction flag you want for them.
Mm.
Oh, faction flags. That's something they need to bring back.
Well, they're starting
Yeah.
with Thrasis one day. Yeah, he's
Yes.
got a
Yeah.
banner with him.
And they
They
start making
would
all the different ones.
they
Was it
would
wasn't
come.
it the Kickstarter where they offered the I think it was Weapons Pack 1, it was all the faction banners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would love to see them redo that, but in soft good banners.
Oh
That'd be sweet.
yeah.
All
That's it.
all the factions.
So
That
in
can
the
be done. That can
style
be
of the
done.
banner, not the flag. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
like.
would go with a banner style so you can just stand them up like in a holder or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
I
Jeff.
think that.
I gotta tell you, the Thrasis flag for Necronominus. C. Jessam made a flag of Brad and I for the Legion's Lair. They made the Legion's Ladies right there, with our heads. Those things are awesome, and the wire in those are
Yeah, you can.
perfect. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Oh
you can
wow.
just, yes, amazing.
Yeah, that looks
After I
amazing.
That's why that Necronominus flag with Thrasis is so cool.
Yeah, it
So
is cool. It's very cool.
That'd be
After I
cool for
seen
the
you guys
armory.
show those off, I actually asked them and they made me a couple with my logo on them.
Oh,
oh,
did they?
nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
I actually
Caitlin.
like that Thrasis banner better than the one that came with Deacon.
Okay.
Banners. What's the guy's name? I have the banners. I still have them in the original packaging. And then I actually haven't done this yet, but I did order something from Chris Ferrone. Has the little banner holders.
Mhm.
So he made these little 3D printer banner holders that just the banners just sit right in them, and then you can put the banners and the factions. So
Mhm.
I need to do that. I bought it and haven't done that, so I need to do that.
I picked up ToyCon New Jersey a month and a half ago. Duarte Studios. He was
Yeah.
selling those little triangle banner holders. I picked one up for my Templar because he was holding his banner, and I put it in there. It fit perfectly, and it stands up straight.
Yeah. Brian does good work.
Oh God, yes, he does.
Yeah, Brian does good work. Mike has a huge dial done by Brian Almeida.
Yep. That I
Huge,
took photos off of. Yep.
huge.
Now Deacon, I can't remember. I'm looking up Deacon now. He came with a soft goods flag. God damn it! You're right. Look at that
Yeah, he came with the flag, the banner.
right there.
I think the Rassus's is better.
Yes, it's the thinner, but
Yeah,
this is just like the Lair one, and probably what Brian has from. I wish I could get it to come in, but yeah, that yeah, I totally forgot he came with this.
yeah. I have mine stuck in the loop that you usually put a sword in. I have the banner stuck in there, standing up.
Gotcha.
Nice.
You're referring to that right there.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Right there. I mean, that's just like ours, Brad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See Jessam, so damn good. All of them.
It's so funny. Every time, I don't know why I know it's horrible, but every time I see this horse, I still remember the controversy behind it.
what was the
I don't know
controversy?
why. I don't know why, but like it makes me go
Cloth
right
hood.
back to it. It's like I can't like get away from it.
When they solicited it, it looked like a clan horse. KK
Oh my!
It
and
actually looked really awesome. I thought
Yeah, it looked cool.
awesome,
it
and
did
they
look
had
really
no
cool, but
intention for it to be that way.
there were the people
And
on the cabal that came out and they showed pictures of clans members wearing those horses wearing those same robes. It was like
to their
literally it was up for like a day and the horsemen came back and they're like, we are no longer making this and changing.
and they
We
changed
were unaware. Which was
Wow.
cool. I mean, I'm glad that they just didn't say "f you." Don't care about your feelings, and we're just gonna go ahead and make it anyway.
I
I think
mean,
they realized there was a mistake, and they
clearly
made it
they
right.
could have done that because they had no intention.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
mean,
they
it's
were definitely
historically
like,
how Templars horses looked, and then
yes,
they
and that
just
was the
kind
other
of,
thing. So
yeah.
there was arguments that people. So one person showing it that looked like this, and then some people were coming up going, "Dude, this is what it actually looked like." So there was this argument back and forth, but I just thought it was funny, and I can't escape looking at him. Even when I have him in hand, I'm like, oh god, it's that guy.
I'm sure in the next couple of months you'll be able to buy those on Max Bird.
I thought he had
Dude,
a
oh my
set that
god,
was
I
pretty
would
much
get
was
a brick
like,
if somebody was selling the Allegiance card.
Oh my god! I know
We
I
have
got
the limited edition.
to find it because
I thought Max Bird had a set that was like the old school Templar looking
I think
style
I think
at one
the
point.
black and white one for
Yeah,
the
it does, but they're not like.
Yeah.
I don't even know. You'd have to. I don't even know how you would find that. You'd have to probably go back and do some really big research to find what was actually put out originally.
Right.
well, the
Or
internet's forever. There's got to be pictures of it out there.
there's somebody out there who probably screenshotted that at some point and probably has it. So I don't even remember what they look like. It's kind of like I remember thinking it looked cool, and then until somebody ruined it and was like, "Oh, you're racist," and I'm like, "What racist? Like what?" And I'm like, "Oh, I guess maybe."
Brad's like, what's happening to my toy?
I know, like, ooh, yeah, not me.
Why is he
Not
losing
Arnold.
toys?
Arnold has brown babies, damn you. Look at Brian.
Oh,
I love
God.
it.
He's over there just like, you guys are fools.
I know. I said that one time. I was like, Arnold over here having sex with his Mexican maids, and Iz Ramirez is like, dude, she wasn't Mexican. She was Guatemalan or something. She was Brazilian mixed with a little bit of Guatemalan. I mean,
She was Peruvian.
Yeah, Peruvian. Nothing's better than a Peruvian. Oh god.
All right. On that note,
I'm gonna bounce.
I was about to say, well, I think we're closing in on the 2
Yeah,
hour and
I think
35
we're
minute
there,
mark.
guys. So
We can call it a night if you want. I mean,
we'll call it a night, and in 2 weeks from now, we got Russ on from
Q.
Retro Rags.
Nice.
Yep. And
Q.
remember, guys, I have 3 of you on here who's never been on the show. So I've got to get a hold of you guys and get you booked for the show. Okay, JD, Mark, and Brian.
Absolutely.
We have to. So I'm going to be reaching out to you guys now. We're booked up for the year, other than one show at the end of the year. So I'll probably start booking for next year around Legion's Con time. But I want all 3 of you guys on. That
Oh
would
yeah.
be awesome. Each
Nice.
one of their own shows. So
Oh.
okay.
Also, real quick, in the Cabal, enter the summer charity event, the raffle. Support the Wounded Warriors Foundation, and have a chance to win some cool shit from the best artists in our community. So go look it up,
Nice.
check it out.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah.
I don't even care about the prizes. I just gave money.
Yep.
Nice. Nice.
Brad, Michael, thanks for having me on tonight.
Hey, I am glad you have been a long super fan, and I am so glad you
Yeah.
finally got to come on for sure. Definitely.
Dude, and you know what? I got to tell you, having you on after, because you were here since day one, brother.
Yeah.
He has been here since
I can't.
I kind of stay in the background.
That's okay. I don't. We want you to have your own episode. We want to put you in the hot seat, brother.
My cheeks are prepared.
Nice. So I will get you guys booked for next year. The one thing, we work it a little differently from other shows. Other shows seem to play it week by week, so when a new drop happens, they can focus on that or whatever. How we do it is we like book for the whole year. I mean, we're so there's pros and cons to both, but that's just how we've always done it. And I don't, we'll continue to do that until we decide not to, I suppose. So, and it worked out really nice for me last year at Legion's Con. I got the whole year booked in like.
Mike comes back. He's like, I got the whole year booked. I'm like, what? Like the whole year? How did you do that? He's like, I just
like a
need
couple
4
hours.
months.
So,
yeah.
So okay.
That had to be crazy.
Yep.
Hey, they're all right there, so you just do it,
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're walking down the aisle. You have all these. Hey, you want to be on the lair? Oh, okay. What date? Okay, what date? Goes fast. Yep.
It does go fast.
Yes. 4 months, like Chris said. 4 months,
So-
and I'll be seeing all you lovely people.
Chris, real quick, you are doing. Is this the 3rd annual Pop and Swap this year?
Please say yes.
As far as I know, I
Third
talked to
annual?
Jeremy about it at. He asked me about it at MegaCon back in February, and I'm just waiting on further confirmation. And as far as I know, everything's going to be a go, and it's going to be bigger and better than what it has been.
It's going to be massive.
I got to tell you, from the first year to the second year was like light years. So I can't wait to see what this 3rd year brings.
No pressure.
I mean, they had tables last year. Tables.
I think people love it so much that it's just naturally going to grow and grow and grow.
Yeah. So, like from last year at the end, having the conversation with Joe Viteri and then Jeremy Gerard, and then the follow-up conversation with Jeremy at MegaCon is, instead of it just being that little corner of that hallway, it's going to be the entire hallway.
Oh, wow.
Like tables all through it.
Wow.
So it's just going to be able to add that much more people that want to attend, that much more stuff that you want to bring. I got to get with the other guys and see like if everybody is still a go on it. But yeah, it seems like it's just gonna grow like each year. So I'm really excited for it.
Awesome.
So, real quick before we leave here, um, the wave, the Rising Suns, I think is what it is that you guys have your tribute figures in.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think what was it back in March or April when I bought those figures from you, Brad? I think you had originally told me that you had tribute figures back then, and I never put two and two together until your last show. What was it, 2 weeks ago or a week ago? Whatever it was. And then you guys were talking about them. You were talking about Scapular and your figure, and that's when it finally dawned on me. I was like, oh. So I ran right over to BBTS and I was able to pre-order those two figures. They were
Nice.
still there.
Yeah. Broder's still there. He's getting lower at the bottom, but he's still there. He's still there.
Yeah. It was like I knew you had told me. I thought so. You had the Ashes of Ashmore figure in that one episode right after I met you, and I thought that was what the tribute figure that you were referring to
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
because I had no clue. You know, I was still new,
Gotcha.
and that like that last episode when you guys were talking about those two figures and going over everything, I was like, oh, that's what they were talking about. I was like, oh, to BBTS, let me go do this.
No doubt.
That sounds like the most Brad thing ever. You know, I'm just here to do a simple trade. I have a tribute, by the way.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh man,
He throws it in every chance he gets, and then it's like
I
people are
was
like, "Sir,
being
this is a
like,
Wendy's. Please move
well,
on."
I did a claim sale, and I was trying to get people not to do goods and services. So I was like, let's just do friends and family since I do have a show and I do have a tribute figure.
that's
Shouldn't
exactly how it went.
I'm like, shouldn't be an issue. But there was like one person was like, I don't trust making a big transaction with G&S, baby. And I'm like, well, kiss my fucking ass, you son.
Brad and I had a good conversation. We were like sharing our collections. Like I was showing him my
Yeah.
classified collection. He was showing me his mythic collection. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, we were going back. It was good. That's why I said I was talking to you, and all of a sudden I like turned on like a week later, and I'm like, hey, look, he's on shooting the shelf.
Yeah, that was a total out of the blue thing.
Wow.
You know, I didn't expect that, and Jesse just hit me up one day because you know I had met Jesse at ToyCon, but in reality, I had met him at ZoloCon without even realizing it. Real noob move. You know, I went to Wolf King thinking that was Four Horsemen, and I was asking for the legendary barbarian, and Jesse's like, no, it's that table over there. So, but yeah, that was a total shot in the dark. I wasn't expecting. He just hit me up one day. He's like, "Hey, would you like to be on?" I was like,
Awesome.
"Sure."
Nice.
Oh, yeah. What was a good
You'll find out that this community is something else.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. There's just the level of people in this community is top notch. I've been in other groups. I've been in classified groups. I've been in other toy groups, and they're vicious in there. There's some really low life human beings in those groups. This group here, I don't see any of that. I see the exact opposite. I see where people want to help each other and they bend over backwards to support one another, and it's just it's a breath of fresh air. It's a higher class of people here.
Yeah, what other
Pretty much
toy
in a
group are you
nutshell.
going to have arranged arm wrestling competitions?
Yeah,
You're not going to find it.
go down.
Dude, we should have it during the pop and swap and just wham, and all the parts go flying. And you're like, wham!
If you win, you get this lot. If you win, you get that.
You win, you get this.
That's a
If you
whole
lose,
new
your
definition of
pieces will
pop
go
and swap
into
when you knock somebody's
fire.
shoulder out of place.
We have spiked armor on one end where they start drawing blood.
It's like the
Like
loser's hand
there's
has to go
pauldrons on
like
one
into like
side.
the little spiked pauldrons. That's where the loser's hand's gonna go.
Yeah, it just starts bleeding.
And then like each side has Arakagor's back on it, and they're like, oh!
Hey guys, before we go, we need an update on CarverCon. So Brian, this, if any of you guys don't know, and I presume everybody does, especially out in the chat, PowerCon left a few years ago. Brian's kind of taken up the mantle since then, and Ohio's going to have a Legions centered con because of this man right here.
He's awesome.
And I think this thing is going to blow up. I mean, big time. And this is going to be the Legion centered con for Ohio for a long time to come. Brian, you got any updates for us?
Well, this Friday I'll be doing a post. It'll be kicking off the countdown to CarverCon for the first year. So it'll be officially 1 year out. So I'm going to do a big post, share who all I have that's signed on already. We are getting close to 40 vendors already.
Wow.
So I mean, it's building quick.
That's amazing.
There's a lot of people I've reached out to, and I know it's a year away. A lot of shit could happen in a year. So some of them were like, I gotta wait till closer time to see, but can't I can't wait to see how it turns out. It's gonna be fun. There's also a special episode with Schmerber coming out on Friday as well, with a guest that I'm really excited to be bringing in. This will be this person's first time doing a Legion show, and he's not in the Cabal, and everybody knows he's work. So I'm really excited to get his
Nice.
work in front of people, as well as people to actually get to meet him and talk to him and pick his brain about what goes through his head while he's making his stuff. And so I'm really excited about that. So be sure to tune in for that. Like I said, I think he's going to drop around noon or 1 o'clock on Friday. Other than that, keep an eye out for the post. A lot of other things coming up. Community projects that will be going on leading into it. So people will be able to take part and bring their stuff that they make from those projects along with them to the con to be displayed at the con. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of stuff. I'm still working on some things. It's all gonna be all about the creators and sharing as much art as we can, and everybody has a chance to do it, even if you're attending.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I
I
might
can.
not be able to go, but I bought a T-shirt to support it.
I appreciate that, man.
I
I
want to
really do.
say.
Oh, no appreciation necessary, man. We got to support one another.
I want to
I appreciate
say,
it.
JD, you're pretty darn close.
45 minutes away.
That's beautiful. That's a thing of beauty.
It's
Wow.
it's it's kind of crazy. Like the first day I shared the thing, it was like everybody was, congratulations, can't wait. I already booked my flight and this stuff and the other. I can't wait to get my table. So I mean, like Blake's coming from Portland, David and the Arizona guys are coming up. They're gonna have a table. I believe Mr. James here is gonna try to make it as well. Um, so we'll see. It's it's been pretty crazy response to something like this.
Semper Fi, Blake. Hoorah.
Okay, well, that's a show, guys.
All
Thank you
right.
so much for coming on and having this Legions chat. Um, and in 2 weeks, we will have once again, one more time, we will shout out Russ Coulter from Retro Rags on.
All right.
Once again, before we go, hit us up with videos for our 100th, guys.
100.
Everybody out there, send them to Brad. In 5 weeks, we have our 100th episode, and we will be playing all those. So until 2 weeks, everybody stay safe.
Peace.
Later, guys.